not one, not two, but 3 runners thrown out on the bases. That was frustrating, and just couldn't just some crazy plays. One out, you got guys on first and third. No outs, you got runners on first and second. You just couldn't score. Just could not score. So anyway, they end up losing that game 2-1. But it was really a frustrating game because early on they just kept getting 2 runners on base, and they just couldn't get anybody. 11 hits and 1 run is not going to cut in. Of course, Yuri Perez pitching his butt off, and he goes down like, I guess they called a hamstring cramp, but he went down 4 innings in. He has 9 strikeouts. He just was lights out and couldn't get done. Otto Lopez had 4 hits. I mean, if I'd have told you Xavier Edwards and Otto Lopez had 7 hits between them, and by the way, 2 of the batting average and leaders in hits in baseball right now, Otto Lopez has been for a while, and obviously after 4 hits, he's way out there in front right now. But man, just frustrating. You're getting it from a couple guys every night. Edwards and Lopez have just really at second base and third base, really at shortstop, have really had good starts to the season. They have today off, and they'll open up a 3-game series with the Mets on the road. Max Meyer, who, by the way, we haven't talked about, and I saw some guys yesterday said, hey, Joe, don't forget about Max. No, Max been really good. And Max Meyer, your third pitcher in that starting rotation, 5-0 start. He's got an ERA right at 2.5 there. Got 68 strikeouts, so he's off to a great start himself. But you lose those damn games, and it's just so frustrating with this team, and they've got some really good young players. All right, so we've got besides that, then after watching that, then the news starts to break with some of this news coming out. The U.S. Senators are introducing a new legislation for current issues in college sports. It's just not moving along. We're trying to put committees together. We got senators trying to get in front of people to get stuff approved. And frustration right now in college sports is an all-time high for presidents, athletic directors, commissioners. Everybody's frustrating. We got 2 huge egos, 2 jumbo-sized egos in the SEC and the Big Ten. They're commissioners. And, they're barking, and they're having their meetings right now, and we have the best conference, and then the other one comes like, hey, let's get past who's got the best conference. Let's try to get some things cleaned up. At least they're talking, and I don't know if anything's going to get done because it always sounds good, and you're going, all right, we got a couple of key senators from both parties really getting behind this now. We got a shot. And I'm like, okay. Talking about limiting athletes to transferring. I like this, by the way. I hate seeing guys transfer 3 or 4 times. I hate it. I do. They're talking about a one-time transfer without a penalty. And then I don't know what the penalty will be. They must have some ideas. Limiting athletes' eligibility to 5 years. I think that's a great plan. That might be number 1 for me. Now, there's some other big issues, obviously. I know you're like this one, Woody, because we've been bitching. Prohibit former pro athletes from playing back in college. Makes no sense that we're even having this discussion, except it's pro and pro now.
Well, I always thought that was like a given rule.
I did too.
I
did too. And then the basketball.
To be once you declared, right? Once you declare, I'm going to the draft. That was it. But now we've seen guys go back from that.
But it should be so just to interrupt you here.
Game here, yeah.
The guys they're getting paid overseas, their ass needs to lose eligibility too. Like they can't come over here and play professionally.
That's a tricky one though, because you get guys that are playing pro ball younger over there, and then they come over here. Like Miami's had guys that have come over that were playing basketball.
I'm not a fan.
That one's a little tricky, but I'm with you, man. You signed one guy signed an NBA contract. He's going back to school.
Well, they got all these things. They got a couple other ones here. you can't poach coaches during the season, which I totally agree with that. Can't touch them till the season is over. And if that means they play in the national championship game, then you got to wait. If that's your guy, you got to take a little bit of a hit.
Another thing that will never work.
No, but you got to take a hit. And I know why they want to get him. They want to get him in place for recruiting, and transfer portal season is so important. Hell, transfer portal is more important than the recruiting of an 18-year-old and 19-year-old now. There's no question. Guys have got experience coming in from the transfer portal and that. And then, and this is going to be a tricky one. They're everybody's frustrated. They came out with that 20.5 cap for everybody, and we all laughed, right?
Yeah.
We sat here and went, okay, if you're telling me that you don't think people that have businesses that are alums and the amount of money going to get generated, we can double that easily in these big schools. Hell, one guy can do it in some cases for some of these billionaires that are really involved in a sports program. So they're trying to figure out a way. I think that's a tricky one. I know that's a big one, though. But I don't know how you fix that, to enforce the spending cap that you've been allowed in the 20.5. And so anyway, there is a lot of work, man. And I don't know. It sounded good. It sounded more serious. It sounded like they have a chance. The frustration is this. And I agree with all these leagues that are saying this. Both the SEC and Big Ten and everybody else has said, and when the NCAA rules on something, they need support from the legal system, and they don't get it. They keep getting their ass kicked. Every time they say this guy can't play, he's not eligible, they take it to court, and the court's usually in the area where the school is, and you lose. And we're probably going to find that out with a quarterback that's really good, that's got a gambling problem, is probably going to get his eligibility as this is all going on after the NCAA has said, no, you can't play. You broke one of the daddy's biggest rules. You broke it. Gambling on your own friggin' team. You're out. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. And he's really good. So, of course, Texas Tech's going to fight to keep him, and they're going to get their lawyers involved, and we'll see real soon how that thing breaks out. But anyway.
Did you see his statement, by the way? Sorsby, about the rehab. And
he said that 35-day rehab, I'm good to go. I'm free of it.
Yeah.
Free of it after this long-time gambling problem I've had.
Is that usually how long it takes?
I'm guessing for people out there that are up early this morning, and we've got some rehab brothers out there, they would probably tell you 30 days didn't do it. They would probably tell you if they've had a drinking problem, and I'm putting alcohol and drugs together here, but if you've had a problem, probably haven't been able to kick that problem in 30 days. Probably.
He's playing, though. I mean, you see the statement that he put out. He's got a picture of himself playing, in the uniform, and he's playing.
Well, you know how important a quarterback is. That's all we do in the NFL is talking about.
No, this same deal. Playing.
Same deal in college. So anyway, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of people saying all the right things. Powerhouse senators that are behind it and want to get something done. They got both parties understand how important it is, and they're trying to figure. But they opened up when they decided to pay these athletes, and they just opened up everything. And I think the NCAA just finally said, it doesn't matter what rule we put out there. These guys all go to court, and we lose. So what good is it? And once they lose, everybody else goes, I guess we can do the same thing. So anyway, it's crazy out there right now. I would love for us to get a chance to talk to my good friend Joe over at the University of Miami. I'd love to have him on. I would love to hear him. Just he's one of the most brilliant guys I know, and I would love to hear what. And by the way, his background is finances. He's probably got more great ideas on how to fix this thing. And there's a lot of other things going on. And by the way, and then yesterday I see Kirby Smart says we'll break away and do our own thing, and we can do that. I've talked to the president at our school at Georgia, and I'm like, Kirby, calm down. Once you worry about guys flying through the school about 19 times, going through campus, going 135 miles an hour.
Yeah, they had another one go down for driving over there.
Yeah, but that was a former Georgia player.
Yeah, with these Georgia players.
Yeah.
None of this stuff's going to change, man. I like how Miami's just kind of quietly rolling
With Nolan
along with
Smith.
all this
I had to
stuff,
think
but,
who that was. Nolan Smith, who
yeah.
plays for the
But
Eagles.
everything's a mess, bro. Like I see, one of the ADs is crying about the schedule, right?
We
Schedule
got
sucks.
Arkansas said, by the way, ESPN, you know what ESPN's going to tell them? You see the amount of money we're paying you guys? Shut up.
Yeah. No, they're not. I don't think they're going to do anything for them.
Well, we got guys in the NFL who are going, hey, I don't like this schedule.
You think Miami's thrilled about their schedule?
Remember last year?
He's not going to bitch about it, but
remember last year was one of the classics. Andy Reid said, wow, I guess we're going to be the first team to play all 7 days. Remember, they played like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
The networks don't care anymore, man. Like I was telling you this morning, like that the Eagles did that schedule reveal thing, and they're all sitting around the table and they're all complaining about it. Saquon Barkley, man, this is crazy. This turnaround. We're going to be in one of these countries, and we're coming back here, and it's a quick turnaround. And
that's by the way, welcome to the 49ers world of going over there to play and Australian and coming back. And no, it's crazy, but you know what they're saying? Hey, man, money talks, guys. Guys all getting paid a lot of money. You're going to have to suck it up. Can't make it perfect for everybody. Unless you're one of the teams that's expected to be really bad, like the 5 teams that know they're going to play every game basically at 1 o'clock. Now, some are going to be 4 o'clock because you're going to be playing on the other coast, and they'll be 1 o'clock game. But they're all 1 o'clock games.
Well, did you see some of these games Miami put out sometimes yesterday? They got their openers on a Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, the Canes.
Their home opener. Opener, yeah. Their home opener is going to be Thursday, September 10th, FAMU at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
On a Thursday.
But they're not playing Saturday, so they don't care.
No. But you got another game Friday, September 18th, 7:30 in Winston-Salem. So,
Hey, can I just say this, Woody? I'm guessing
Central Michigan, 6:30 on the CW.
Woody, calm down for a second. I just want to say this too, because it's a terrible example about University of Miami. I don't think UM's going to be complaining the schedule compared to last year.
No, it's definitely it's a more manageable.
Let's leave it. Let's leave it alone.
You think they like playing all these weeknight games?
I don't think Morrow's over there looking to schedule.
He's not going to complain, but
hell, I'd like to see. I'm one of those, and I've told him before. I love when they play the Floridas and Notre Dames. I love those games, man.
I think they're open at 9 o'clock Eastern.
That schedule early last year was fantastic, man. Hey, we got to go to break, Woody. Hell, we got all kinds of stuff. We're just getting started here this morning as we got Oklahoma City and San Antonio, man. Must watch. OKC up 3-2.
You see some of the dirty plays at the end of that game by San Antonio?
I saw that. They got an enforcer over there now.
I kind of like
and
that
they said,
stuff.
what's going on? The guy goes, I got something for your ass too. So yeah.
Don't you like that a little? Well, that old playoff, we're going to put some goons in at the end of the game, and you guys want to keep pouring it on.
Oh, let me tell you something. If Oklahoma City gets out in front in this thing tonight, it could get chippy. It could go chippy out the door for San Antonio. I think San Antonio is going to win this game.
Do you?
Yeah, I think this thing's got
favored.
Game 7 written all over it, man. Might as well keep it going. Let the Knicks have a couple extra days to kind of rest and not know who they're going to play.
Game 7 be good for business, huh?
Oh, yeah, that'll be a fun one. Hey, we got to go to break here, Woody. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning as get in that OTA stuff, and we're going to let that's all Omar stuff. We'll let him get it going a little bit, although some of the stuff he said, it did not look good. Some of it did not look good. It's early, and I understand. I told everybody, I said patience pills when you go out there and you start writing your articles. I do want to talk to you about something you don't have to wait on, and that is your South Florida Chevy dealers, man. It has never looked better than right now. From the cars, trucks, and those SUVs. Yeah, those big Suburbans and Tahoes. The baby Tahoe, the Traverse, which almost got it, man. I was ready to downsize, and Chris Atkins goes, what are you doing, man? You got that Tahoe. You love them. You're addicted to them, man. You love them. And then the Traverse and the Equinox, you just can't go wrong. We put Woody in there, Omar and the Equinox, got them all over there taken care of. But really, let's talk about the trucks too, man. I hate to chew up my time just talking about the great SUV family. Colorados and Silverados as well, man. Strong, durable trucks. Absolutely one perfect for your lifestyle. Whether it's a Colorado, the rugged Colorado, to the Silverado 1500, maybe it's a Silverado HD. Plenty of space for you, the family, working 7 days a week guys out there that go hard, and I mean long days to get that job done. Or maybe it's about towing around all the toys and getting ready for a fun weekend with your kids and your family. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. We got 14 dealerships out South Florida. We got great deals going on. You'll absolutely love 2026 and your South Florida Chevy dealers.
You to win sold-out VIP tickets to Drew Estates Florida Barn Smoker this November. Throughout the day, you'll enjoy premium and VIP cigars, curated food and beverage experiences, food trucks, drinks, and more. To enter, text the word Barn Smoker to 20357. That is Barn Smoker to 20357. You must be 21 and up to attend. Valid ID is required at the event registration, Joe.
All right, Woody, a lot of good stuff going on. As we got a lot going on today, we'll check in on this Giannis Antetokounmpo a little bit later on in the show. We'll talk about that as well as everything else that's going on. A lot of football stuff, though. A lot of football stuff. By the way, congratulations. I see we are just about set here, man, getting closer to knowing who's going to play in the Stanley Cup Finals, as got more news last night as Carolina takes care of Montreal. So that's
does it always just rain crap on Canada in hockey? Like,
I know a lot of people
that game was in Montreal last. Imagine going to a game like that. You spend that kind of money
and they didn't
it's
score.
A series, yeah.
They got shut out.
Yeah,
4-0.
That's brutal.
So they're down 3-1. A lot of people pick Montreal because Carolina, you know, the Panthers have just owned them. Just owned them. But hey, what a nice story, man. Carolina is one game away, and we're going to have Vegas and Carolina playing. That's right around the corner, looks like, after last night.
Any buzz around that thing, man?
No.
Vegas and Carolina?
No. You look at that, and I'm just saying, I don't want hockey fans upset this morning. You look at potentially what the Stanley Cup Finals are going to look like, and then you look at New York and OKC or San Antonio.
Oh.
Little different deal. They're going crazy in New York.
The Knicks being in it is like,
it's huge. Good for them, man.
What those tickets are, I've never seen anything like that. What those tickets are selling
I don't know why
for.
you keep carrying on. I don't see, man. They haven't been in a long time, bro. Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of money.
Tickets,
and all those old New York fans are the Walt Frazier and fans and Bill Bradley. They're all coming back. Phil Jackson scrapping around on the floor. They're Willis Reed limping out on the court. That was a cool moment.
They're gonna have a good shot to win that series too.
Yeah, that's. I agree. By the way, I'm not counting them out. But this thing's going to be interesting because I know we've been talking about how strong the bench is for Oklahoma City. It's been a great story because they've got some injuries to key guys, but their supporting cast has been fantastic. Hartenstein, Caruso, McCain. Did you tell me that McCain was part of that trade, right?
Yeah, he was really good. He got hurt, but he was really good.
I had no idea he was going to be this good.
Yeah.
It
was pretty
20
good.
points in that last game. So, that's been a crazy one. So I got to ask you, the big topic yesterday was flopping, the flopping in the NBA.
I know. I see it. I don't know, man.
I feel like we've been here before with this one. That, the guys are flopping and everybody's getting on certain guys and SGA falls down all the time to get calls. And, like, I got news for you. It seems like we complain about the flopping a lot. And it's bad. I mean, some of the acting is horrible. A few years ago, I think we really got after. I don't remember who it was. But, oh, my God, if he looks at you and he's trying to defend you and then he just falls down and picks up calls.
James Harden was doing it so bad. I mean, coaches
bad.
and the other teams were losing their minds. If James Harden do that thing where he starts to drive and, you know, the guy will put a body on him and he flails backwards.
Oh, yeah, he goes
The flailing stuff is
and he's got the arms down and looking up like, what's that? How'd I not get a call again? And
flopping's been a problem in the NBA for, 10 years more. I mean,
but James,
for a long time.
James Harden's not alone. There's a lot of guys. And I know how this works. If it's a guy on your team, it doesn't bother you. If you're a Golden State fan and you're watching the Lakers and it's like, there goes LeBron again and Luka. Look at Luka, whines about everything.
Well, the foreign players invented the flop for the most part, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, that goes back to, was that Vlade?
He was in that thing. Remember that guy Sasha Vujicic from the Lakers? Like these guys were. I mean, they were soccer guys.
Some great actors. Yeah, I think they started. Yeah, no question. No, you get kicked, and it's like. Now I've had some guys get mad at me through the years and going, "Dude, you never played. You know what it's like to get kicked in the shin." the pain right away.
You know, without being a soccer expert, it appears that is a major part of the game. And, you know, they bring the stretcher out, and once the guy sees the yellow card, he pops back up. You know, like
that's a bad look now in sports. When you decide
it's part of that game, but I don't know that it's any like.
But you can't go off on a golf cart and then come back in and play. It's just a bad look.
But people ride the officials and they get mad at the officials when you have guys that are, you know, trying very hard to trick the officials into calling fouls.
I get it.
That's what they're doing. When a lot of these guys, they're trying to draw fouls. They're not trying to make the shot. Like, they're trying to draw the foul first and foremost, right?
I will tell you, though, this Oklahoma City San Antonio series has been chippy. It's been physical.
I like that, though, don't you?
It's been a lot of grabbing.
Send the goon out at the end.
By the way, you see guys grabbing each other, coming off screens, and you talk about, if you want it. I know the NBA officials are getting killed, and these are the best, obviously, now by grades, the guys that get to do these games. But we still got people and you see the coaches over there screaming like maniacs of trying to get every call. And I don't know, man. It seems like
the game has just changed so much. It was funny. Yesterday, we're out. I had first basketball practice yesterday, and my 9-year-old son is launching threes.
Well, he's getting ready.
Well, I was like,
that's the game, man.
You got to go to the basket, try to, take shots that you can actually make at that age, get to the basket. And the problem is they all watch the NBA.
Of course they are.
All they do is launch threes. And I told
Don't get mad at the kids.
Since Steph Curry really changed a lot of that, right?
Hey, coach, don't try to change it. You know what this thing's about now.
It's about the three.
It's about the three.
Yep. No more going to the bath. The twos are not sexy anymore.
Hey, man, it's like in baseball. I'd rather have you hit 230 and he give me 30 home runs than hit 300 and have 200 hits. I want a guy that can get up there early in the lineup, and I don't care what your batting average is, just hit that one swing where you get 3 runs, right?
Someone said NHL does the best job to handle flopping, and they do. They penalize it, but
I
also don't think, I could be wrong about this, and I'm curious your opinion, but I don't think a lot of hockey players are out there trying to trick the officials. I think those guys play hard, they play physical.
So I agree with you, but sometimes on the high stick, you see a guy really go.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but it's not as bad.
Someone get hit with a stick in the face.
Not as bad.
Did you see a guy on the bench got hit in the face with a puck and went back and came right back out?
Oh, no, that's why I'm very careful not saying
these guys are nuts.
Those guys, where the other sports would probably be done for the game, those guys don't even, they go get sewn up and get stitches and they're back in before the end of the period. Hell, they don't even miss a shift. Like Curry, my shift's back out in 2 minutes.
But how do you fix this problem, I guess would be.
It's
another problem in sports that we have to fix this morning. But
it's like these calls. All of a sudden, late in the NFL playoffs, we see these calls. And it's like, that's all we talk about. We don't even talk about the game. We talk
every
about
year in the playoffs, there's
one wild call or 2 wild calls, and everybody is.
We had a coach get fired because of one this year.
That's right. That was one of the craziest plays I've seen. I even got confused, to be honest.
Everyone was confused, and everyone's debating.
Catch,
did he
no
catch,
catch,
interception,
did he catch? Is he down? Did the ball get ripped out of his hand after?
And you watch the replay and you go, how could they come to this conclusion?
Right. Then I'm listening. I'm watching 20 former players all have different opinions on it. So, hey, Woody,
it's tough to officiate, bro.
No, man, those jobs are not easy. We can all agree on this. I do think they're the best at what they do.
Of course they're the best at what they do.
Because if they're real bad, they get rid of them.
But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is also the best at what he does. And he's good at tricking the officials. These guys are really good at it.
I will tell you one thing. The MVP knows how to get to the basket and finish.
Yeah, he does. He's a great player, no question.
I mean, either side of that basket, either hand. He went to the basket late in the game, dribbled by the whole friggin' team and got to it, scored. Very, very impressive. Hey, we're going to break here. We got a lot of stuff to get to here this morning. Don't do any flopping out there. No flopping, man. Don't be teaching the kid. Woody, you got to promise me no flopping with the kids. And let Leon shoot threes, man. Trying to get ready.
Let them all launch away.
Let them launch. All right. Hey, little Johnny, you're not quite ready. Let's move it in a couple feet. All right. Looks like you can reach it now. Go ahead and fire it up there. That two-handed special right there. All right. Hey, Baptist Health South Florida. I want to tell you, what is going on with one of the best sports medicine programs in the country. That's what Baptist Health South Florida's put together. They're known for a lot of things. Baptist Health South Florida is a big part of our community. Everybody knows that. But I like talking about the sports medicine program because I'm always injured, and I always bother Dr. Swartzen. Dr. Swartzen, I'm hurt again. What can we do? My wife's hurt again. What can we do? Well, first of all, I want to let you know you don't have to leave town to see the best. We've got one of the best programs in the country. Where do the pros go? Inter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, and the Dolphins. Let's just start with that core right there. They all believe in Baptist Health South Florida. They use them as team doctors and for their surgeries. Man, I'm telling you, they are unbelievable. When you put together an all-star lineup of specialists for the knee, anything to do with that knee, shoulder, foot and ankle, hand, back, hip and knee replacement, Achilles. Then you throw in some great facilities spread out throughout Dade and Broward, like Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables or Hard Rock Stadium next to the training facility or 595 and Pine Island Implantation. Hey, man, the good news is those doctors are there for all of us to enjoy and get great results and take care of that injury and get back out playing all those team and individual sports you love so much. All you have to do is visit baptisthealth.net/ortho today.
Coming soon. Visit us at CasinoDaniaBeach.com.
All right, welcome back, and a good morning to everybody out there, and happy Thursday. As got a lot of things going on. Marlins got the day off. They'll open up a 3-game series with the Mets starting tomorrow, and see if they can get some more wins. Last time we played the Mets, it was all good. They got the brooms out. Hell, the Mets were struggling to score runs, so we'll see if they can keep that going. As Max Meyer, God, man, Max been. I'll tell you what, Martin's got some great stories on this team. Doesn't really show in the record, 26-31, but Max off to a great start as the number 3 guy in that starting rotation. 5-0 on the season. I said it earlier, ERA of just 2.5 there, and 68 strikeouts on the year. Just he's looking like that first-round pick that he was not too many years ago. So anyway, we got all that stuff going on, and we're waiting on Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm waiting on it. Maybe I'm in make-believe world to think this is going to happen, and I know his name gets mentioned with everybody, and every time somebody goes, they need a big man, we're going to find out. They're even doing that with Oklahoma City now. They can go out and get Giannis if they need him. Okay. Well, Milwaukee, I'm sure, is going to be looking at the best package they can get. But also, man, I just hope Giannis, who's trying to be a nice guy, hey, man, no matter when you leave and you're really good, no matter how you're going to have some of your fans are going to be mad at you, and you're going to get beat up in social media. It doesn't matter. It just, and Giannis is he's trying it's obvious, I think, to everybody. This man has tried really hard to get out of there, but he's like, he doesn't want to go out and say anything. He's got his agent saying it. I guess he tells him privately, like, get me out of here, please. But don't let the fans know. Don't let the fans know, because I love it here. We won a championship. Hey, man, I respect the guy for, because we did kill some guys that forced their way out. The James Harden thing, forcing his way out, and it was bad. It's just bad. And not only force your way out, but in the NBA, you can force your way out and go to a team in a lot of cases you want to go to, your number one choice. So all you got to do is, honestly, Giannis, is just say, hey, I want to go to the Heat. Don't say anybody. Just say, I want to go to the Heat. Take whatever. That's where I want to go. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out, but
he just doesn't seem very comfortable in that villain role.
No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want people saying bad things about him.
That's tough, though, man. I think even LeBron struggled with it when he got down here.
I agree.
I also don't think LeBron realized the backlash would be as severe as it was. We've never seen a country more angry at an athlete.
When he did that decision.
Oh, my God, man.
By the way, did that thing backfire?
That backfired.
Well, it was a guy he did it with, too, not that he's real popular.
Jim Gray?
Yeah, Jim Gray.
Well, you pair that with the fact that they threw a party at the arena.
Not one. I was there. Not
one.
Oh,
yeah, it was fantastic.
Not two.
But
I came back from the Bahamas early to see that.
Did you were away? Yeah, I know you were away.
I was away. I went live over there.
I know you were gone because I remember working the morning after the decision. I was working on your show with Adam Cooperstein.
I think I had to go by phone over there.
I'll always remember that show. That was one of those, like.
And then, yeah, I came back and
you miss a lot of good stuff on your little.
That was a classic moment.
Vacation, yeah.
The decision, and not one, not two, not three.
People were so mad, though.
Why were they mad about? They weren't mad about that. I mean, they're mad at him for going.
They were mad
Miami.
they were mad at the decision, the whole South Beach thing. That
you know who else
that started it?
You know who else got blasted? That changed teams after that team that he went to beat him.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
got
but
killed.
Kevin Durant stuff was never.
He got crushed.
He did, but
for leaving Oklahoma City to go to Golden State and joining that team that was already really good.
He just looked at more of as a coward, I think, than like anything. But like LeBron, like just man, every word. Remember every word he would say in his press conferences would be.
Then he goes
dissected and just.
Yeah, but he goes back to Cleveland. Everybody loved him again. Like, you got away from those.
Smart little PR move to go back to Cleveland.
I will tell you, though, that was nothing like those 4 years. It's hard to find And nothing against anybody else. I'm not taking anything away from any of the other success that we've had down here. But those 4 years with LeBron down here it was wild. Covering that every day, that thing was wild.
But that level of hatred, I don't think you'll ever see that again.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that was going to happen.
No.
He was like, I'm a free agent. I can do what I want.
He seemed very uncomfortable here his first year. He really did. And he handled everything like a pro. I mean, he did all his media availabilities, everything he had to do.
He didn't do anything wrong here.
No, he did not.
He got the finals 4 times. He won 2.
He seemed relatively uncomfortable his first year here.
Well,
didn't he?
Look at how it ended that first year. They played Dallas. He stopped shooting the ball for I don't know what happened. He got crushed.
But that was the knock on him as kind of his whole career. And then
not like
that happened.
Was it?
And, no, that was ugly.
He literally wanted to be Magic Johnson and just start making nice passes to everybody in the fourth quarter.
It was ugly. They lost to a damn good Dallas team, though, that
they
wanted their revenge. Right? Dirk got his revenge from 10 years earlier.
Matter of fact, he not only got it, he got it down here. They did that celebration, went to Club Live, and they did what we like doing. Took our damn club. I think they ran up the $500,000 liquor bill that night, too. I believe that's what it was.
But Giannis won't. Like, if he comes down here, I can't imagine there would be too much hatred, right?
Now, I'm going to say it again. Now, there will be people in Milwaukee
there will be.
that want to lose him. He's a very likable guy. He's got these commercials with his kid playing around in diapers and stuff. And
he's incredibly likable.
Which
is why I don't think he wants to burn the bridge over there.
Can I tell you something else I like about Giannis a lot?
What do you like about
Giannis doesn't seem to be wrapped up in any groups with like, oh, he's in with this group. And remember, like LeBron's got his group and this guy's got a little group.
Watch the Heat sign this dude. He starts showing up late and then you start crushing him.
Don't be late. Don't be late.
That's
Although
the knock on him, apparently.
I will tell you, I had no idea and was very disappointed with Spo and Riley when I found out they had separate rules for Jimmy Butler. I'm just being honest.
What?
I'm just telling you.
You were never around a player that had different rules? No.
I mean, I got certain guys at like in meetings got treated differently. Yeah, because they're really good. But yeah, I didn't see Dan Marino staying in another hotel with Clayton and Duper while we're in another one. I didn't see we're eating a hotel food and they got food getting shipped in from the best restaurants. I didn't see we're flying on one plane and because Danny was making a lot more money, was flying in on a Learjet. In case you didn't know what I was talking about.
I know the rules were a little different, but maybe he didn't want to do that stuff. I don't know why Jimmy wants to do that. I don't know why these guys want to do that.
I got to tell you,
I don't know.
And honestly, I didn't know about any of that stuff till they're in the playoffs.
And the video of him walking the other way, yes.
And I was like,
I remember showing that to you.
And I got to be honest, I don't want to tell you who I called, but I called an insider, and he said, yes, this has been going on a long time on our plane. And I said, wow, they caved. They caved after LeBron and Riley going back and forth about you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't have this. Remember all that stuff? I mean, there's more. LeBron's come out and said, Riley even took my chocolate chip cookies away because he thought I gained some weight. And I was like, wow. The team that was like one of the last of like, no, this is the way we do it here. You know the deal. And either Spo or Riley, and I'm guessing both, caved in and allowed him to stay.
It's not about caving. Caving is the wrong word. You got to do it. I mean, you have to do it, man.
Stop this. You think guys can be late. I don't even want to hear, I don't want to hear from you.
Then stick with the team you have now. Don't bring in any stars. Giannis apparently has the same problem. So
you're saying Giannis wants to stay with?
I am saying that I think a lot of star NBA players have a little that diva in them. It's not a Jimmy Butler exclusive situation here.
Well, I think the reason they did it, to be fair, was he was playing the heat wave when he first got here. He played, he plays hard both ways. And
how about the fact he was just really good?
And he was
the
really
best
good.
chance you had to win a championship.
Yeah. But then he turned in to an idiot. All right. Hey, we got to go to break here. 7 o'clock hour is coming up. What do you call him? You want to get into this another day? We can go in this again.
I call him a Heat legend who's going to have his jersey retired in handful of years.
Is that
there.
how you really look at him? After what happened here in the last couple of years? Is that
I
what
think it
you're
ended
looking
very
at him?
poorly, but I think there was.
I
blame to
think
go
you just
around.
like egging me on. I really do.
I don't like it. You
cannot
know
be
I
that
like Jimmy
stupid.
Butler.
Why would you like Jimmy Butler?
I don't have to hate who you hate.
Why would you
We're
like
not
him?
married. I don't have to share your hatreds.
Oh, you got your own. You're just a coward when they pop up. You don't want to face guys. Joe Shad just waiting.
Why?
Because you
confronted Joe Shad yesterday.
Joe Shad's waiting for you at the Palm Beach.
I'm scared
Phones.
of him.
You should be.
I am scared. I'm gonna hide here behind you.
He said he wants you so bad. Hey, I got to tell you, man, we got to get into something else very, very important. Hurricane season, man, it's just about here. And I hope you've done everything possible to protect your home. And if you haven't, I want to let you know you can protect your home with Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Boy, I'll tell you what, they got some great deals. Got great products, obviously, so you don't have to worry about those winds and still you're safe. But Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing provides 100% financing and 0 down. They also have no interest, no payments for a year. And they do it all, like the roofing part of the company, tile, shingle, metal, flat, they do all that. And if you're going, well, I think we're going to try to wait another year. Hey, listen, we've been lucky here so far in South Florida over the last few years with not getting hit with the big one. But I want to let you know they do roof repairs. They got a part of the company really good, doing 24/7 roof repairs for you if you get into a jam. Impact windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. What I'm telling you is this, don't wait for the next storm. Let's get going. They cover all of South Florida, and they're ready to help you. And once you sign with them, they do all the permits and HOA approvals. They do it all. It's a true turnkey service for you. Loctite Impact is a licensed and insured contractor, official Dolphins window and door partner, and they want to let you know they're ready to make sure you have a great experience. Hey, check them out. Go to LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com. or call 954-500-LOCK, 954-500-LOCK, and talk to their professionals during working hours to get the process started today.
5 is tomorrow night. Let's take a look at your weather. Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. And we are in the low 80s now. Chance of rain has bumped up to about 60% here, so stay dry out there. The Joe Rowe Show continues now.
I think we have some really good leaders. And I don't want to go through names right now and leave anybody out, but we have some key guys that have played that are leaders. Then we have some second-year guys that you can see are more comfortable, and they're starting to lead in their way, right? I think that's really important for everybody to understand that there's so many different ways to lead. It could, like I said, it could be pulling a guy aside. It could be how you talk to a guy in your room. It could be behind closed doors, bringing a guy along with you. It could be on the weekend, bringing a group of the young guys out and doing something, or inviting them over to a house for dinner, which we've had a lot of guys do, right? And then there are rooms. Like, I can't look you in the eye and tell you there's an older leader in every room that's been there before and done it, because we're young. And that's just the reality of who we are. And I said to the coaches today, there's some instances where I need the staff to step up and lead. And then I need the staff to develop leaders. And I have to develop leaders, because I've been in too many places where a coach comes in and says, we don't have any leaders around here. I think that's a bunch of BS, right? You can develop leaders. You can teach leadership. I can teach leadership to the staff. The staff can teach leadership to the players. We have to do that. I think that's key for this team to grow. But to say you need X amount of guys in each room, I mean, right now we have who we have. So what can we do about it to make it better? And that's why I said to you right now, the biggest thing I'm doing is I'm really observing and watching everything. I'm watching every guy. I'm watching every clip of film. And then in the team room, I'm trying to show them what's good, what's not good enough, what can be better, and which won't be tolerated, right? And then the beautiful part right now is the guys they've bought in and they're following. And it's so much fun to coach these guys right now, because they're giving everything that they have and everything that we ask to do. And it's fun to come to work every day. So, we'll keep working through that.
All right, man. He is impressive. Coach Hafley talking yesterday, and for about the 100th time this offseason, about leadership that we hit again today or yesterday, and talking about it. But hey, man, he broke it down perfectly. You know what? Some of it is going to be about the coaches in some rooms. Look up to your coach, at least till you get going. Some guys, I'm guessing they can see out there. To me, just off the top, I think Dante Trader's going to be a leader here real quickly. At the safety position, he looks real good out there, number one, for a brand new. And the defense looked real good yesterday, and looked like they are and this happens a lot when you put in new offense, new defense. We've done a lot of this through the years. But, the defense way ahead of the offense. Omar Kelly's going to join us. We'll talk about that. But this leadership thing, you got some guys from last year that were the leaders of the team last year, so they'll continue to be when they're here. Brewer and Brooks, probably Dotson, those guys, that they're a part of it. I'm kind of curious to see, when you talk about a leader and a guy that's just not going to do his job, but open up a little bit more. And you can be a leader through your play. Don't get me wrong now. Guys going to follow you when you're really good and they know how good you are at your position. That's the case sometimes. Talking about Devon Achane, who talked yesterday. But, yeah, there's going to be some guys. Patrick Paul's probably going to, he's starting to act and look like a leader out there. But right now, man, we need more than the leadership. We need guys that can play. We need guys that kind of like stand out here when camp opens up and you're going, oh, boy, that guy's getting better. Oh, my God, he's going to be fun to watch. That's what I want the reaction to be here when we roll around to late July into August, is going, oh, man. Damn, that guy's really good. Holy smokes, what a play. He makes plays every day. Usually those be the same guys, and when this thing starts, the preseason and the practices against other teams, and then the season starts, they're those guys too. So, but we need more good players at the end of the day. We need more good players, and it's by far the youngest team I've ever been around here. because a lot of it's going to be built on last year's draft and this year's draft. And speaking of that, there were some guys from last year's draft that looked like they're making that jump we talk about from year 1 to year 2. And I saw some guys out there. Boy, I'll tell you what, a couple of those defensive linemen, again, I don't know for sure, but off of what they did in the second half of the year and those guys coming back, man, I just think Jordan Phillips and Kenneth Grant are going to be really good. I think Dante Trader behind him at safety is going to make a big jump for playing time and just play. Jordan Phillips, I guess he got enlisted at 305. He physically looks like he has worked out really. He looks like he's been here all off season the way he looks right now. And so anyway, we'll get into the whole thing and get some thoughts on some different positions. And hey, listen, certain positions look a lot better and a lot stronger than other positions, as you might expect, considering we were empty. We were empty, man, going into the draft in some of these positions. You were like, oh boy, we don't look very good. So some guys going to have to step up and make some jumps to get in. Or somebody's got to play, right? Somebody's going to play, and I think Greg Dulcich's going to have a big year. Tight end we picked up last year during the season. And then the wide receiver room, they got a lot of work to do. I mean, they got a lot of work to do with their quarterback to get some timing, get open, hold on to the football, all those things. But I got to say, saying all this, working off of what I saw yesterday, I remember being out there and being lost the first few practices when you're together with the whole team and when to fit in. And so I'm not going to read into who's hot and who's not and all those things. And this guy can't play, and it's time to run to the veteran room and find some guys that can help us. And that might happen, man. That might happen. They might pick up a guy or two. I'm not saying that couldn't happen sometime in June or July, but just these guys need to get timing with Malik and do, have better 7-on-7s, better team passing drills, and some of the work that they did, because it looked a lot better on the defensive side of the ball yesterday than the offensive side of the ball for sure. Anyway, Omar Kelly will join us 7:25. He was out there yesterday, and Brian Geltzeiler, Sirius XM NBA radio, is going to join us in the 8 o'clock hour to talk a little bit about Giannis, the playoffs, flopping, and everything else going on right now in the NBA. I tell you what, they're going to hit a home run though either way on these finals. With we know the Knicks are going, everybody's getting all lathered up about the Knicks, but we got a great series going right now with San Antonio and Oklahoma City. Hey, I wouldn't be shocked if San Antonio came back and was to win this, especially with Oklahoma City being a little banged up, even though one of the great stories has been the supporting cast, right? The reserves, the guys. Hartenstein has been really good. Alex Caruso, like what? And McCain, a guy they traded for. All those guys have just been really good. And by the way, the three guys I just mentioned were huge in the fourth quarter of that game to put San Antonio away in that last game. They were really, really good players. So we got some other stuff. Boy, I tell you what, whatever you think about all these OTA days and everything else, how would you like to be Mike Vrabel yesterday? And he had to go through the whole thing about balancing. I mean, he's dancing all around the Diana Rossini without saying her name. But it's like, I love my kids. I love my good friends that have stayed with me, and my wife. I love her to death, Jen, and everything else. And they're going, well, you go, I'm coaching day to day. And I mean, it was just awkward because they weren't really asking him about football. They were asking questions about what he's been through. How are you going to be able to focus and everything else? Are you safe? Is there more stuff coming out? I mean, it was just, this whole story is it's just not going away. I hope, and I truly mean this, and I know we're in the entertainment business too. I really hope there aren't any more pictures that come out. I mean
Does
that.
it matter at this point?
Well, I mean, it does.
They got her pregnant with him on a boat. Like, any more pictures need to come out?
No. I mean, I think, you hope that he's been straight with his wife. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think he's been able to fix a lot of this stuff, but the best you can. I don't know. I don't know what he told her exactly. Yeah. I don't think if he did sleep with her, I mean, I don't know how else to say this. I don't think he told her like, "Hey, Jen, just by the way, why this stuff, and you haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I slept with her a couple of times, but just a couple."
Well, what do you think they were doing on the boat that day? Were there a bunch of friends there too?
They're just talking, getting caught up as friends.
Still, my theory on this thing is that the significant others knew about this, the spouses, like knew about it all along, and that's just how they roll.
Really?
Yes. No one is that sly to keep up an affair for 6 years like that. Nobody, especially when you're famous.
All right. I disagree. I'm just going to say.
I don't know why those photos are all popping up now, like all these years later, like all of a sudden this big gotcha moment with these two. Like,
yeah,
they've been sneaking around for 6 years. Maybe more.
I don't know.
And all of a sudden those photos leak and that's how the spouses found out. Come on.
It's just it's
really,
and I get how the business works, but the guy won 17 games.
That's not how the business works.
No, I mean,
I thought you were talking about the reporter-coach relationship.
No. He won 17 games.
How it works.
He won 17 games.
Yeah.
They won 4 the year before. He won 3 games in a playoff. He won 3 games in a playoff.
How fun would it be to see that team just completely fall apart, by the way?
No.
It'd be awesome.
They're too good.
Can't stand them.
But they have a lot more difficult schedule. I think they're getting A.J. Brown, aren't they? Sounds like A.J. Brown's going to be a member of the Patriots here pretty soon.
Somebody agreed with my theory on here. I just don't understand how you could do it for that long. Let me ask you, do you think you could sneak around for 6 years without getting caught? I don't think you're that sly.
Woody, I'm only going to say this once. I was...
You don't have to say. I know that
I wasn't a very good cheater. I wasn't a good cheater.
Nobody is. Except for the golf guy and the massage guy.
I wasn't very
some big numbers.
I wasn't very good at it.
Open relationship, 100%.
Oh no, listen, man, there's a lot of that going on.
That's my theory on this whole story.
So I got to tell you what happened when I went home. I didn't know if we were going to get here or not to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And the swingers thing is alive and well here in South Florida. We have
that. I did not know that. I'm learning.
No, I knew that a long time ago because a friend of ours owns a swinger club.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, they've owned it forever, but swingers are being talked about more these days. The swinger cruise, swinging, and the whole thing, and so I went out to California and was with some of my friends, and one of the wives says, "Joe, you're not going to believe this." And I don't know what they thought. I was like outdated or something. She goes, "There's a group of friends we have that actually get together and they put their names in, the girls' names and guys' names. There's like 4 or 5 couples, and they put their names in there, and whoever they pick, that's who they hook up with that night." And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "What do you mean, yeah?" I go, "Yeah, that's."
So that's the same way that we figure out where we're going to draft in the fantasy football draft. They do it for swinging. Okay.
I was a little different than I was expecting in this little area that I'm from called the Twin Cities. Apparently twin hooking up there, man.
Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it. No, they weren't involved, but I think they just wanted to get my my reaction. I was like, "Yeah." Like,
did you run it by your wife? Were you like, "Hey, this seems like a good idea"?
She had already left.
She
wasn't there for that part. She'd already headed back here to Florida. Swingers, let's swing it out there.
You like my theory?
I mean, Woody, it's possible.
That's what we do on this show, bro. Like, you have the Aaron Rodgers theory, which I think you're right about.
I don't know.
She still hasn't surfaced.
No. You know, they had the players' wives had they have a party, and she wasn't there. I guess Aaron had to say, yeah, she's not into those things at all either.
I mean, I just go by, like, if it were me and my wife found out I was having a 6-year affair, I can't imagine she would still be wearing her ring and like, oh, let's just go to couples therapy. Like, skip the third day of the draft. We'll go to couples therapy. We'll get this figured out.
I don't know, Woody.
One weekend.
I
just don't see that as like my reality. I don't know.
All right, can I go to break now? I'm done with this topic. This topic is
You brought it up.
There's no winner in this topic. All right.
Only losers?
Only losers. And I don't want to be the biggest loser in this thing. All right, hey, I want to talk to you about your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning. Man, I got to tell you, if you haven't been to your South Florida Chevy dealers, first of all, we got 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. So there's one close to you to see our family of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Like a Suburban, a Tahoe with all that space. Man, I think this is my 6th or 7th Tahoe that I bought. And I love this one, man. This is different level, too. Right down to the Traverse and Equinox. Even if you're downsizing a little bit, still plenty of space. One thing about Chevy SUVs, it's always about great look, and it's about a lot of space along with all the technology for you and your family. And then let's talk about trucks, because our number one big dogs are those rugged Colorados and those Silverado trucks. And, man, if we don't make a truck perfect for your lifestyle, nobody in South Florida makes one. Silverado 1500. Maybe it's a Silverado HD. Again, plenty of room for you, and that working truck works like you do. A lot of guys out there, that's how you make a living. You work 7 days a week out of that truck, long days, and you need something strong and durable just like you are till the job's done. Maybe it's about family, having extra space for the family, get them around for all the events on the weekends and sports and everything else. Or maybe it's about being able to tow around all your favorite toys and your boat, your wave runners, and really enjoy yourself. Listen, man, we got something for everybody for you to have a great experience. But you got to stop by and find out. Take some test drives and then sit down and get a great deal at your South Florida Chevy dealers today.
or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
A couple of accidents still slowing you down this morning traveling in Miami-Dade. The traffic report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, Florida's Turnpike southbound beyond Okeechobee Road. That's blocking your left lane, and a multiple vehicle accident causing major backup along Florida's Turnpike and northbound beyond Caribbean Boulevard. Has the right lane blocked. You're slow from Biscayne Drive. That's traffic. Amalia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach. Come rock with Quiet Riot at Stage 954 May 30th. The world's biggest soccer tournament is coming to the Casino at Dania Beach. Watch every match live here with daily food and drink specials and free parking. Stay tuned for schedules, special events, and more announcements coming soon. Visit us at CasinoDaniaBeach.com.
This hour of the Joe Rose Show is brought to you by Baptist Health.
Like you said, it's a business, and I really want to, be around my teammates. Just be around. Like you say, we had a long off season. I got kind of bored without football, so it was more of me wanting to, be here and be in meetings, be in practice and stuff like that. So of course, I was nervous, because I don't know what's going on, like you said, but I'm just happy, that we got something done. As a football player, as a competitor, the rebuild phrase, like for me, it's like, okay, they basically saying we going out here to lose every game, and you know what I'm saying? Like I just can't have that mindset to, we going out here to lose. So that's basically what I mean. Like, I feel like, man, when you out there, whoever 11 out there, I feel like we're going to go 100%. Like you said, I don't got that mindset to go out there and be like, we rebuilding, so we going out here to lose. This is not me.
Dolphins running back Devon Achane there. It's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Joe.
Woody, let's go right to him. Omar Kelly, the Miami Herald Dolphins columnist. Saw him out there at OTAs yesterday. Omar, good morning. How you doing?
I love that you were there to grace your presence, Joe.
I had a blast with you guys. I really did. I have fun with all you guys. You guys,
you're kind of distracting though, Joe. So I got to stay away from you because you do a radio show and you never shut up, and
I know
it's entertaining, but I got practice to watch.
No, it's funny because you guys really zone in. You guys do. Even when you're writing after the coach spoke before practice, you guys are pretty zoned in. And I'm telling everybody about their articles and getting on Alan Poupard about stealing your topic and writing about it. And yeah, man, I was on a coffee high yesterday, man. So anyway, hey, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Saw your article. I can't totally disagree on how bad the offense was, but you got to stick with it, Omar. You agree? You got to get time to get everybody's new faces in new places.
It's early. It's super early, and keep in mind in OTAs they're playing 7-on-7s. They're 11-on-11. There is no run play. Did you see one run?
Oh, yeah, no. But it's funny you said that. No, it was drop back and throw it.
Yeah. So when the defense knows that, clearly they could play to their strengths because they know it's going to be, it's going to be a pass situation. So every play they're playing pass, and the defense is usually ahead of the offense.
That's true.
Malik Willis has no chemistry with these receivers. We don't even know if these receivers are talented enough.
That's true.
What I liked about yesterday was there was clearly a theme going from practice one that we saw to practice two. We're going to be more aggressive. Because Malik Willis, I got to be honest, the first practice I watched, it was check down city. And I don't like that type of offense. You're playing 7-on-7. You're not getting hit as a quarterback. Throw the damn ball. Throw the ball. Give your receivers a chance to make plays. Work on chemistry. Check downs are not something you need to work on. Like, they're going to be there. The back, let the back go catch balls from the jugs machine. Just to keep his hands fresh. Throw the ball, be aggressive, challenge the secondary. And they did that today. They did that yesterday. What that made apparent was that Malik Willis has no chemistry with anybody other than maybe Malik Washington and the tight end.
Dulcich, yeah. Yeah, Greg Dulcich.
Who I would say right now, Dulcich is your top offensive weapon outside of Devon Achane.
Yeah, I agree. I think right now, if you were to ask me, he's going to have outside of Achane in receptions, he could be easily number 2. And I also think the Green Bay way is 4, 5, 6 guys with 30 to 40 catches, right? Spread it out like Buffalo, and you could probably see that happening. So, but I will tell you, man, there's something about this coach I like. I like the leadership stuff. I know. What do you think? I love the way he's handled everything and the questions you guys ask him so far.
I love how descriptive he is. I love how he explains things. I love that he learned lessons from his struggles at Boston College, and he's incorporating that now. One thing that I always want from a coach is I want you to have failed. And that's why I always hate when Steve Ross hires these rookie coaches, because they haven't failed. They haven't made their mistakes and learned from it. I think Hafley has made his mistakes. He's learned from it. He's working to grow from it. Like, he spends a lot of time with the offense, and that's because he there's a comfort level with the defense. He needs to become more comfortable with the offense. The one thing I will say, and I always say this, you never know anything about a coach until he starts facing adversity, and I don't see any adversity yet. So
no, that's going to come. Hey, and they're going to have it, and that is, and we've seen it here with a whole bunch of different coaches. You go through a losing streak, and then your personalities, you're going to find out more about your big personalities. I don't disagree with that at all. Hey, I do want to talk about a couple guys. I know it's early. Dante Trader is acting like, hey, I'm a starting safety, and I'm going to be ready to go for everybody worried about one of these safety positions. What's your take on Dante Trader so far?
He's acting like this is his defense, which is great. Somebody needs to do it. I can't tell you right now who else starts in that secondary. I could tell you, I think Juju Brents is probably the most talented cornerback. We know that Chris Johnson is going to be the nickel. Who is on the opposite side of that, whether it's the Marshall kid or whether it's Bonner, Storm Duck, who's coming on,
those guys, right?
Who's probably going to begin the year on PUP. It could be any cornerback. Safety, gotta pay attention to the Zane Anderson kid. Lonnie Johnson's got the experience, but I have no idea who's going to be opposite Dante Trader. And truthfully speaking, Dante Trader has to stay healthy, because he showed flashes in OTAs last year, not OTAs, but in training camp last year as a rookie. And it was very clear that he was probably going to be elevated into a starting role. And then he got hurt, and it slowed down his development. Then when the season started, they put him out on a field. He clearly was not ready for that. They pulled him back. And that's one thing he talked about. I loved his press conference yesterday, because he talked about being consistent and stabilizing my play, and having more experience is going to help me take that next step as a player. Dante Trader is not one of those players that I worry about on this team. I think he's a good young man. He's a hard worker. I don't see any reason that he should not have success.
I gotta give you another guy, because one of my themes today was going to be, when I talked to you, was going to be about last year's draft and some guys. I think Jordan Phillips, man, he looks really good, and he looks like he's on a mission. One of those defensive linemen, along with Kenneth Grant, who you thought, by the way, Kenneth Grant. Do we ever get any word on his weight and stuff? That's a big man.
Here's what I want to say about Kenneth. I heard you yesterday about the Kenneth Grant conversation.
Now, you said it. Don't die. I didn't say anything you didn't say. I didn't ask you to about everybody's weight.
No. Here's the point that I want to make, Joe. Jordan Phillips, he looked like a grown man, right?
Yes, he did.
Zach Sealer said he got in trouble for squatting too much.
Yeah, that lower body is one of the most impressive things I saw in warmups yesterday.
But he's been built like that since he got here. And he's probably taking it to another level. Zeke Biggers, Zig Biggers came in last year as the biggest defensive tackle of all the rookies. He was bigger than Kenneth Grant. Now Zeke Biggers is probably 6'7", 280 pounds. This is a guy who came in at like 340, 350.
So he's under 300.
I believe he's under 300. He looks like remember Tony McDaniels?
Yes.
He looks like Tony McDaniels now. He started redefining his body. He worked out twice a day just to get on the practice field because he was so pissed that the other rookies were playing and he wasn't. And then he started destroying the offense on the scout team. And they're like, we got to play this guy. That's why I like Zeke Biggers. But he might be like 310. He is a lean, muscular guy. Then we get Kenneth Grant. What does Kenneth Grant look like, Joe? Because you were out there.
I saw him and I was watching him because of your stuff. And, I was having a little fun with you yesterday. But I don't know what his weight is, but, he's a big man.
He's a big man. So was Zeke Biggers. Zeke Biggers was bigger than him.
I don't know about that. This guy, Kenneth Grant, I watch him and I know he's got the baggy stuff on. I just, when I go out there, unless I hear, somebody just getting on the guy like he's got to lose weight and get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Grant, we need to look like a number one pick. We need him this year. I think he knows that. I think he understands. I'm really excited to see all these guys playing next to Zach and see what it looks like.
I'm curious to see what it looks like too. I can't tell you.
You seem like you're concerned with Kenneth Grant.
Yeah. I've been concerned with Kenneth Grant going back to last year. I didn't think he had a good camp. He struggled when he played. Only 6 teams were worse than them against the run. That's his job. That's their job. They weren't good last year. None of those.
He got coached up pretty good. I was surprised to find out, and he's got a great coach. We always talk about just how good Austin is. Austin Clark is.
I love Austin. I trust.
Everybody does, and that's why he's still here, right? That's why he's one of the few.
He does his job.
Yeah. So, but he had never used his hands, and all the things that he saw, which is amazing, coming from Michigan, which is not exactly a small Division I program. And he won a national championship, so he played in a lot of really important games to find out. I just think he's going to be a different guy this year. But, again, he's a number one pick. And like Chop, we're going to be watching you very closely as a number one pick.
I was watching Chop very closely, and this is what I want to point out. Everybody knows Chop to rush the quarterback. That's not up for debate. Can Chop stop the run? Can Chop set the edge? No. We need to see that this year. And yesterday I was watching that unit, and everybody knows I was watching that unit, and Austin Clark made him redo his drill 3 times. And it was about eye discipline and hand placement and technique. And I watched him do it the first time, and I was like, yeah, that sucked. And I love when Austin makes guys redo their drill after. Austin is one of the best coaches I've been around. He reminds me a lot of Casey Rogers, just technicians about defensive line. And Zach Sealer made a point that I really liked, which is that this is the first time all the defensive linemen, including the edge rushers, are in the same room and coached by the same guy. So they're going to be playing as a unit, as opposed to the defensive tackles and then the edges doing their own thing. So now that Austin has Chop Robinson and everybody, I'm hopeful that it gets better. But right now, Joe, and keep in mind, they're not running, so you don't know if they're getting better. They aren't running the ball in OTAs. It's not designed for running plays. So, and I will say this, Chop looks bigger. Hopefully he's stronger, but I don't see edge setters on this team at all. None of them.
I think we're all a little concerned with that, and how if they don't have them, and they finally have that coaches meeting at some time in late July, early August, going, hey guys,
what do we
do? And then hey, do you blitz? You come up with some creative packages.
No, I don't want to blitz to stop the run. I don't want to run blitz. That's dumb, and that's a loser's mentality How about we get ourselves at least one edge setter that I know you don't want to add no veterans, Joe. I get it.
You had a list of like 8 in the one.
I just want 3, Joe. Stop saying I want the whole team. I want 3 veterans. And I didn't even ask for a veteran receiver, Joe. I'm not even being greedy. My number one concern about this Dolphins team is they can't stop the run. You have no proof. You can give me no proof that you can stop the run. And if you can't stop the run, you can't rush the quarterback. Yeah. And if you can't rush the quarterback, you don't have a good defense.
It's funny. So I'm not actually concerned with that. Because I think the big guys, because I think some of those big guys are going to be moving outside.
Okay, if we're going to do that, then we're going to do that. And Zach and Zeke,
we're going to have a big front, is what I'm telling you. Sometimes unless it's an obvious 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9 or a penalty 3rd and 14, then you bring these guys that are pure pass rushers in and you have some support with them, to come up.
So that means that Chop Robinson is going to be a situational player. Okay.
That that might end up happening while you're shaking your head.
For a first-round pick, Joe, does that make you happy?
No.
Okay.
That doesn't. But that's not on these guys' watch. Their job now, they didn't draft them.
No. I don't want that. I don't want that.
No, I'm not using that. They're going to get what they can out of them. Oh, that was a priority. I could tell Coach Hafley has talked him up and
Yeah.
They get that they don't have what they need.
I want you
to. What Coach Hafley had last year in Green Bay. He knows what it looks like at his best.
Yeah, exactly. And we drafted Chop Robinson in the first round, talking about he's going to be Micah Parsons. He was drafted because he has the same athletic metrics as Micah Parsons, same RAS score as Micah Parsons.
That was wrong. Anybody physically freakish that puts up numbers with that guy.
Don't draft. And this is what I don't like. It goes back to Charles Harris. Don't draft people who you didn't see have success in college. Don't.
I agree. I like to see numbers. I'm from the school. I want to see numbers. I don't want to hear potential. I don't want to hear potential and upside. I don't want to hear that.
You're gonna tell me how many pressures he got? How many plays did he make? Tell me that.
It was very thin. It was a thin number. Hey, Jacob Rodriguez, man, does he again? He runs around. I don't know how this thing's going to play out. It is a great position though with Brooks, Dotson, and Rodriguez to see how this thing looks.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything from him. He's not the rookie that I would like sing the praises of right now.
Guys are learning this thing, man. Plus,
all of them are learning this thing.
Plus, he's got 2 veterans in front of him coming off really good years.
Absolutely.
More than 300 tackles between them and a lot of sacks and everything else. I think there's a little respect there from.
No. I said this from
he's in a unique situation because
you're not
one of the guys going, okay, I clearly, and you don't say this a lot of positions, but I clearly got 2 guys in front of me that been in this league and done it.
Yeah,
so I just think it's gonna take it. He's gonna be playing some football though.
He's gonna be playing some football. Terrell Dotson has, we all know what time it is, but T-Dot ain't giving that job up. He is not giving that job up.
Yeah, he's a great communicator. There's a lot of things. Hey man, he missed a game. He still had 130 tackles. What do you have? 5 sacks.
Yeah,
the guy he put up some good numbers in that defense last year.
Yeah, I mean, clearly Rodriguez is the future. We don't have to rush the future onto the field right now. And I like what Hafley said. It's very important. He said, give these guys small doses. Have them master, because right now, a perfect example, Austin Jackson is not participating in OTAs. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure I would even practice him in training camp. I'd probably let him do individual and
don't do that.
Come on, Joe.
I don't like that idea.
We just got to
that's the history. That's been the history of this team. That it starts in camp and we hear he's going to be here, then he's going to be here, then we hear, all right, we've decided we're going to wait for the season. I'm not a fan of that. That offensive line needs to play together.
Okay, I do agree with you. I do agree with you from that, but don't we need Austin Jackson healthy?
Yeah, but
what do you want? You want chemistry or you want healthy?
I want him healthy, but like, what are you telling me? Like, oh, let's just get him ready and he'll go from 0 to 90. and skip him out of preseason, and we'll just stow him in that first game against the Raiders.
I mean, that's what you did. That's what you did last year when he broke his foot.
That's got disaster written all over to have a guy go from 0 standing on the sideline to now going 100 miles an hour against.
There are guys you could give them work during practice. They don't have to play in any exhibition games. They don't have to try to do joint practices 11-on-11s. You got to protect people. And also
Jackson just being healthy. Come on. Like, I'm not worried about right now. I know some guys are. I'm not. But and I'm not even saying right off camp. But, man, when those preseason games get ready to go, you got to play some, man.
Okay, you got to play some. I'm not arguing with you on that. I'll let you play one game.
This whole thing about that I'm telling you, that thing of not doing anything and showing up for the first game's got disaster of combination of really crappy play and getting hurt.
Hey, it worked for Teron Armstead, and I'm not putting
Teron Armstead. You can't do that.
I'm not putting Teron.
You did. You started to do it by mentioning it. You were doing it.
Listen, here's the thing about Austin. And Hafley said it yesterday. He broke his foot. Somebody stepped on it in one-on-ones in training camp last year.
Right.
Set all training camp set out 5 weeks to get onto the field for the season opener. Was on the field. Somebody stepped on it again, broke it again. Went on IR. Then came back and played on a foot that should have been surgically repaired and ended his season. We got to give him the credit for fighting back and making himself available for the team and risking his career to do it. But all we ever do and mention is the fact that, he's always hurt. Well, somebody stepped on his foot.
I understand, Omar, nobody wants to get hurt on purpose. You don't have to defend your favorite guys, okay?
He's not my favorite guy.
But I just want to say this. When you're hurt a lot and you're a first-round pick, these things are going to come up where people go, can we count on? That's fair when you say, can you count on them? There's people want to move our first-round pick right now to right tackle.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. If Austin's not going to work, we know Proctor's position is going to be right tackle. Why are we fighting the funk now?
Well, they want Austin Jackson. I mean, this is a conversation between Austin and the foot doctor of like, hey, what are we looking at here? Because too many times, Omar, we've gone into season waiting for guys to get healthy, and it doesn't happen, and it's really frustrating.
So why are we planning on him? I'm not far from you, Joe. I want the inevitable, and that's the point I was making, where they're like, we want Proctor at left guard because we want him to have success as a rookie. And I'm like, okay, and they don't want to cross train him, and I get it.
Oh, I do too. That's a lot.
But let's why are we know he's eventually we know he's going to be right tackle next year. What are we worried about Austin's feelings?
No. If I'm Austin, I want to make it tough on him. I want to stay healthy, come out and kick butt, and and play as a really.
And then when he gets hurt, what's gonna happen, Joe? We're gonna move Proctor to right tackle, right?
Well, he's gonna be.
Okay, so why are we not working on it now?
Oh man! All right. Well, listen, man. There's a lot of stuff. I can see we'll have a lot of good stuff next week to talk about with this whole thing. But yeah, man, it's gonna be baby steps out there. I think we all agree on that stuff. Hey, Omar,
we should make the theme of the season baby steps.
Baby steps. I don't know, calling something about baby steps. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you.
All right, Joe.
All right, Omar Kelly joining us from the Miami Herald, Dolphins columnist, to talk a little bit about, man, one thing about it. Sorry, Woody. Didn't mean to do that to you, man. All right, we got to go to break here. Do want to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic, ED and Low T. ED and Low T is serious stuff, man. If you've gone through it, I'm not proud of it. I'm really not, but I did go through it. As you know, if you listen to our show here. But, hey, man, if your energy level's not where it needs to be, we'll start on that side because guys aren't embarrassed about that. And they know low T is a real thing. It happens. And all of a sudden, one day you have no energy. You're shot. You want to do anything but stay home. You don't want to go out. Your vacations, you don't want to be active in vacations. You want to lazy vacations. And And you got a wife that's going, come on, what are you doing? Let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's go do things. And then the sex drive, oh, that one will get your attention. I mean, nothing was happening in my bedroom, and it wasn't my wife. Oh, it was me. ED and low T is real. But Atlantic Men's Clinic, thank you so much. The T, the PSA test, you go for that first, you go in there, that first appointment, you meet with their professional staff, you get great results. You decide after they look at your numbers, put you on a program that is perfect for your situation to have great results super fast. And with 7 locations in South Florida to serve you, a brand new one in Hollywood. I go to Plantation on my way there today. Matter of fact, call them, 877-455-7300. Are you ready to get rid of ED and low T? You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to talk about it to everybody. We're embarrassed about it, and we don't need to be as men. We just should be calling Atlantic Men's Clinic and setting up that first appointment, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com today.
Radio and TuneIn apps.
You're listening to the Joe Rose Show. This hour is brought to you by Baptist Health.
All right, welcome back, and a good morning. We are running super late.
We are running late.
And it is pouring.
Couple things to update people on.
smokes.
Well, yeah, I saw the DirecTV went out, and the DirecTV goes out. You know, there's rain.
Why I don't have it.
Slight cloud coverage
By the way,
overhead.
that's exactly why I don't have it, too. Cable. Anyway, what do you got?
I didn't know anyone still had this, to be honest. Anyway, but we have tickets to give away later in the show.
Yeah.
That we will do for Sebastian Maniscalco. So those are good tickets that we have this morning. Also, a Stoner's Pizza involved in that as well. So we'll have that for you. And Joe, I guess you're not making any friends here, huh? People upset.
God.
I hate to bring up your personal stuff.
I got to tell you, seriously, like, get over it, bro. Seriously. Oh, my God. Oh, the world. And we're only in OTAs, man. We haven't even gotten in the games yet, man. We got people. Listen. Yeah.
You know, the crazy thing about this job is, like, I feel like someone's pissed off every day, right? You talk crap for 4 hours and someone gets upset. But...
Yeah. Everybody likes when you say nice things about their stuff, but man.
Yeah. You gotta lay low, bro. Just don't go out there anymore. Be a coward like me. I'm not gonna face Joe Shad.
You're a bad guy. You're just a bad.
Well, you were stirring it up yesterday, apparently.
Yeah.
Omar does it. Omar's just because he knows he's gonna get beat up by Crowder, so he wants me involved somehow.
Beat up by
Crowder's in a.
Will you stop with Channing beating up Omar?
I actually think Omar's got a good shot, but
you do.
Crowder's not taking it seriously enough. That's the problem.
He doesn't have to.
He's too busy,
Hey,
worrying about TV ratings for NBA playoff games.
I got to tell you something, man. We're running super late here.
Yeah, good job.
And I didn't realize.
Go make some more enemies in the next 2 hours.
I didn't realize I'd gone so long here. We got 8 o'clock hour coming up, and Brian Geltzeiler, Sirius XM NBA Radio, will join us in the 8 o'clock hour. Stay safe out there.
Brad Evans here to help you beat the Bullets with Russell and Lawrence Sports. That thud you heard
storms roll in, visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. You want to lend a hand here, Joe, with the weather?
Oh, boy. It's coming down. Haven't seen it like this for a while.
Yeah.
But,
it's actually perfect weather for the what you've been doing over there, making no friends.
well, I don't think they're practicing
Just
today.
torching
I don't know if they have
relationships.
another. I don't think they do. Anyway, it is coming down here today. Wow. Stuff is really blowing up. Hey, so what's so funny?
Nothing. First of all, Omar gets you all riled up.
No,
and you're fighting with other people.
No, other people are mad because they think I took
Yeah,
shots
I
or
know.
whatever.
I don't think you did,
It's
but
sensitive Sam over there. It doesn't matter. I don't really care.
Sensitive
I truly
Sam?
don't care. Yeah, I truly tell him.
but
what
Omar really, I mean, you looked like your head was
So-
about to explode.
like he wants to give Austin off till like you can't have a guy that you're penciling in as your starter, which they are at right tackle. When he's healthy, he's a really good player. He is. And so I'm guessing based off the surgery and everything that he's been through this offseason, that they feel he's going to be ready once camp starts or into camp at some point. But I got to tell you, Woody, we have not had great success with guys that show up and they go, okay, he's back. We're going to wait, and he'll be ready for the the starting game. He'll be ready for that first game. I'm like, oh boy, I'm just not a fan of that. Because one of the things is in today's game, the one thing you worry about is guys that when you don't have hard practices, all of a sudden it's hard to go from the slow lane to the fast lane. It just is, man. Now all of a sudden you haven't played at the speed they're going to be coming, and just guys get injured, not ready, not in great shape. The only way in football, besides camp, when you have, in last year's camp was not the toughest camp. I'm not going back to the old coach, but they're counting on Austin Jackson to play. And again, we got guys that are out and the guys that you're not worried about and stuff. And if he's back, but I don't know why Omar goes, honestly, I hope he doesn't play till the opening game. And I'm like, ooh, I'm just not a fan of that. That doesn't sound like going to be ready to go for 17 games to me, or even give him a chance with the injuries. But anyway, that's one of the things. And then the other thing is just you got to give it time, see what everybody looks like before we decide what Chop can and can't do, and everybody else. They're going to try to get him ready to go. They expect Chop to be their best pass rusher and look like a first-round pick, and that's the goal, is to get him ready to go against the run. And I know Bose doesn't think he's going to be able to handle the run on the outside either, but he didn't do it last year, and I understand, and we'll see. It's year 3. But they're counting on him. Hey, man, you're counting on your number one picks. You are. You're a number one pick. We got Austin Jackson got a second contract. People forget that. He got the second contract. Wasn't, massive, highest paid in the league dollars, but they said, hey, you're a good, solid player that we want to keep. And just when you miss a lot of games, man, people talk about nobody gets hurt on purpose. Nobody says that. I get it, man. I've never met a guy yet who goes, I'm hurt again. Yeah, wow. It's no big deal. Like, nobody gets hurt, but when you start missing a lot of games, hey, one thing's worse than playing poorly is not playing at all. And so you want to be able to count on guys. And, hey, man, we'd love to have our starting 5 healthy. Starting 5 healthy, just for, again, Buffalo Bills have done it. They got a little banged up last year, but they were through a hell of a run there through a couple of years where their starting 5 guys played. And we saw the Eagles last year. They got banged up. They weren't the same group. They didn't look like this, besides their center retired. But anyway, we've got a lot of other stuff to get to here this morning while we're going. Brian Gelsiler, Sirius XM NBA Radio is going to join us coming up at 8:40 this morning. And we'll talk to him. We got in that flopping thing and Giannis Antetokounmpo and the playoffs, which have been great. This Oklahoma City and San Antonio series goes to Game 6 tonight.
This is kind of a shame, though. that's the talking point right now around the NBA?
Flopping.
Like, it's such a shame because they have been pretty entertaining games for the most part.
Well, the Oklahoma City San Antonio series has been great.
Yeah, but that's where most of this stuff is coming from. You got the guy who's supposedly the best player in basketball.
So all these adjustments are made. So he goes out in that first game. He goes 41-24. They win.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio wins. So everybody goes, hey, man, if you don't get physical with this long, slender dude, he's going to chew you up. So what do? Hartenstein gets in there. He's playing a bunch. And they're getting physical, right? They're blocking him out. They're getting after him.
That's the weakness with Wemby, right? I mean, I think we saw it in the Minnesota series. Like, he can get a little bit rattled when you get physical.
They're not going to let him play his finesse game
guy
underneath because he jumps once he goes up in the air.
No, you let that
nothing
guy,
you
let
can
that
do.
stuff go in a regular season, but you're late in the playoffs. Start hammering guys.
Oklahoma City's made some nice adjustments and been more. Both teams, by the way, right now are physical.
Isn't it funny though? Wemby, like, as nice as he seems, is kind of a dirty player.
I don't think he's.
So apparently
I don't think he's. Dirty.
They got video of him whispering something into the ear of the two goons that they put in late in the last game. I don't know if he was whispering to take those guys out or whatever, but
I can't believe that's your take on him. But like,
well, clearly what San Antonio was doing in that game was dirty.
Okay, but
I like it. I mean, I think it's great. You know, that's the kind of stuff you want to see in the playoffs, but it's definitely dirty.
I think we've seen him grow up here, man. I think we've seen him going, I ain't going anywhere. I love what he has to say after games. He doesn't like certain guys. Hey, it's great. Think this whole thing. He's great at press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
He's good for the league, man. There's nothing bad about him. But he is finding out that, yeah, we're going to have to get physical with you, man. And by the way, they're knocking some of his best players down too. And we saw the foul and they got up there and they wanted to fight here not too long ago and upset. Was that, I can't even remember who was it, Caruso or McCain or one of those guys when they fouled one of them going in for a layup. But listen, it's nothing like it used to be still. It's not like it was when Riley was playing against the Knicks and the Pistons were knocking down the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and I don't want to go back to that era either. I don't want to see games played in the 70s. Do you?
I don't have any problem. Listen, they had the one quarter that took forever to play because there were like 9,000 fouls. That was not fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But their games, hey, man, they're both got a lot of talent on the team, got great players, both teams. And I'm not going to be surprised if San Antonio wins this game tonight. I think I'm going back home and again, Oklahoma City's got two key guys out that were, but
Spurs are favored tonight slightly, 3.5.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, last time they were at home, they
you like the Spurs?
I do tonight. I do. But
thinking of going against you on this one.
You think Oklahoma City wraps it up tonight?
Do.
Oh, man.
Now, I have no idea. I mean, I've been wrong on these games are impossible to predict. The total coin.
If you listen to me, you'd be in bankruptcy right now. It'd be so bad. Picks I've made there.
Yeah, 3.5 tonight.
You look at that, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to staying up and watching it. By the way, the other news too. College sports is trying everything. They got serious problems. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows we got serious problems. But they are introducing this legislation and trying to get this. They got U.S. senators on both sides, both Democrats and Republicans, ready to help get the power back to the NCAA and away from the legal system, which is a big problem right now. As you know, the NCAA never wins. They lose every time they say no to somebody. The legal system says yes. And there's some things. This limiting athletes to transferring schools. I like this one time without a penalty. Try to get them to transfer once and that's it, and not every year. Limiting athletic eligibility to a max of 5 years. I love that. I'm sick of 6, 7, and 8 years. I don't care how many times you've been injured. No. You get that.
Well, who's going to enforce these rules?
Well, they got to get it done. That's why I'm saying the U.S. Senators are trying to get this through Congress to get this thing done. So
What does that mean?
So that means that the legal system, nothing they can do.
They can always sue
because all
like
these
they do
guys
now.
are running the gambling. Well, that's why they're trying to get something that will protect
Can we figure
them.
this out without getting politicians involved?
No, actually, this time we
It has
can't.
to do this.
Yes. Well, you can.
We can't have like a meeting of the minds with all these commissioners and just kind of figure something
No,
out.
because judges don't want. The judges are killing this thing too. They always go against everything the NCAA wants to do. Everything.
One transfer is going to be a problem.
That's going to be a problem too.
That would be a big problem.
Hey, the biggest problem they have, believe it or not, is not the transfer portal. It's this $20.5 million cap, which I laugh when I heard it too.
Oh boy.
When you see that what the teams are spending, 40, 50 million for players and trying to work around that. Good luck.
Well, they'll just go around it.
Well, the school's going, we put our 20.5 in. Now everybody else in our programs put another 20 or 25 or 30 million into it. Now we're good. You know, it's a lot easier for the Big Ten and SEC to do because they got big, fat TV contracts.
These numbers seem low too, by the way, don't they? Like that they're just going to start skyrocketing even worse than this.
Oh, they're going to keep going up. I just go by quarterback
Mark
position.
Cuban's paying guys over at Indiana, pay the quarterback.
But even he's getting tired of paying people. I mean, this kind of money.
Yeah, but $40 million to Mark Cuban is not much.
Hey, the biggest thing is, except for a special player, the biggest problem is the quarterback. I thought it was an NFL thing. Hell, it's a college football thing. We got a guy that's been gambling that just got out of 35-day rehab.
He's good now.
That's getting ready to make $6 million.
Yeah, someone texted in earlier, by the way, and said that's kind of that they involved in rehab centers and that's just total BS.
Yeah.
That it takes a lot longer than that.
I don't know too many of my friends and my cousin. 35 days did nothing for him except get him real hungry to get right back out doing the same thing when he got out. And said all the right things. Said all the right things to everybody. Everybody in his life except then you get a call. He's out all night again.
Yeah.
Can you help us find him in Fort Lauderdale? Where could he be?
This whole like let's blame gambling being legal now and it's on your phone and all, like it's such a cop-out excuse too, isn't it?
Well, listen.
If guys are going to place bets, they're going to place bets. Whether it's on your phone or you got a bookie, whatever it is, like people are going to place bets.
Listen, man, gambling addiction is real.
Yeah, sure.
And you know how it gets. You get way down, so now you do some crazy-ass things to try to catch up.
Of course.
And it gets worse.
They call that chasing your bets, I think they call that.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, I think that's bad. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, no. And you keep going until finally it affects the family, and they go, where's our money? And you go, it's down at the casino. Hey,
and if you lose enough, you sue DraftKings, right?
Oh, that's right.
Or
You did this.
FanDuel
You did this to us.
I mean, what are you doing, man? Because you lost, you're going to sue them?
They do put that thing. You have a gambling problem, call 1-800-227.
I'd like to see somebody sue the next time they win $1 million. Why don't you sue for how their addictive practices? Why don't you sue them now?
Hey, man, I saw my wife win $350 the other night. She couldn't wait to go back.
Is that what it was?
We went out.
She won big.
She won big.
I thought she won like $1 million.
No, $350.
Okay.
No, not the big stuff you're talking about. Hey, let's speak. It's still May, which means it's Mental Health Month here, Awareness Month, and man, I got to tell you, this kind of fits in with everything we've been talking about, and athletes getting depressed when they don't have success, and anxiety and depression kicks in, and you're just not yourself, man. Everybody around you starts to notice, hey, things happen, man, in your job, marriage, and all of a sudden you get in a funk and you can't get out. And I just want to tell you, man, Dr. Barry and his staff at Recovery Unplugged are doing fantastic work. I mean it. It's unbelievable. I had a chance to go down there, spend some time. You're going to love it. You're going to love the staff. You're going to love the results, more importantly, because we're going to get you back on the road feeling good again. Recovery Unplugged Mental Health residential program in beautiful Fort Lauderdale offers a private, very private, comfortable space to heal. With expert care and a unique music-based approach, you can take that first step. They accept most major insurances. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. And in the month of May, which is almost over, there's no better time to heal than right now. Heal out loud, Recovery Unplugged. Dr. Bear and his staff would love to help you.
Avenue, blocking 2 center lanes, and some road debris to watch out for. This is along the Palmetto northbound at Okeechobee Road, blocking 2 center lanes. That's traffic. I'm Malia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Welcome back here. I've been dying to say welcome back here on this rainy day. And man, let's put it nicely. Yeah,
Starting to feel like summer here, huh?
It was pouring. It's not even the afternoon. It's supposed to be like 2 o'clock or something when it starts coming down. Little lightning and thunder in there, and then bouncing around. But nope, not today. It started early. If I am, I'm not saying a word.
I've had so many people come up to me about that.
Are
you told?
I'm not. If I go to the mall and the jerky that follow me, today I would like to go. But
I told you the mall to go to. The one by my house it's a ghost town. Pembroke one.
Yeah, but it's not
very quiet.
It's not.
You can get good cardio there. It's not as big, but
no. But you just go up and back, up and back, up and back. The Sawgrass has got.
Yeah, it's like
you got to become a senior citizen in your day. You can go in there early, and
they got to Miss Fields cookies. Can't go wrong with those. Yeah.
Oh no, listen, Sawgrass got everything. That cinnamon.
Oh yeah,
that cinnamon bun smell, the pretzel smell. Oh, it's got all those beautiful. And then you go around the corner, got all those chocolates. Oh God,
cheesecake factories there, right?
Yeah, but that's outside the mall.
Oh, you don't make it that part?
No, not today. I mean, that's why you go, brother. What are you talking about, man? But
don't
anyway,
they have a giant pickleball store now?
Let me just say this, because please, if I do go out there, now that you brought it up, can the idiot that bothered my wife and I last time, can you not show up, please?
Is she going with you? She won't go with you now,
No,
right?
she goes. Well,
she will.
She used to.
Since the incident.
No, it's kind of a nice thing. So I call her on the way and go, hey, you know what? I was just thinking about you. You want to go for a walk, and we'll go eat. Have an early lunch. Oh, that sounds nice. And she likes looking at all those shops. It's perfect for women because she gets all lathered up there, man, looking at all those stores and stuff and walk around. But I can tell you, man, the guy can't do that, man. Can't just because I'm going doesn't mean you're invited. And if for some reason you just happen to be walking at the same time, please do me a favor if you see me and walk the other way. Please. Thank you, Woody, for letting me say all that.
Now, with
today.
that being said, I would love to see people come up to you and at the very least just heckle you.
Why?
Because it make for a good story the next day. Just heckle something at you. Jimmy Butler related, Tua related, anything like that would be great.
What's wrong with you?
Speaking of that, by the way, your boy Yannick Sinner, I guess, is feeling the heat. Said he's very dizzy and wants to vomit and had to get a little medical attention out there.
It's hot over in Paris, man. By the way, if he couldn't finish and he ended up, did he finish? I thought he was beating the hell out of the guy.
Maybe these guys should train a little harder.
Listen to you, who hasn't worked out in like 10 years. I always love when a guy sits in here and says,
a pro tennis player.
Oh, yeah.
They just obviously don't take their craft very seriously.
No, it's real hot, and they got to win an extra set now.
God. Where are they playing this? In France?
Yeah. We're going to go on.
Does it get hot there? I don't know.
Yeah.
You would know.
It's freaking hot.
It's your second home.
I went one time.
No, you have. That's not true.
I've been to France one time. Man.
Many times.
You know what?
Many times. Don't.
When you get older,
jerky,
I've been there one time.
You speak the language.
I don't speak the language. Can't speak English, let alone French. You're such an idiot, man. You really are.
You're big on that NFL overseas thing because you just love those trips.
I have been on some good trips with that.
They do, by the way. Sawgrass has the biggest pickleball store. Apparently, there's courts and there's indoor courts. Wow.
There is. I've been in that store.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you play?
No.
Why'd you go in?
See if they had tennis stuff.
What's the name of the store?
I don't remember. I've been all over.
Better not have pickleball in the name.
Hey, jerky, just for a second.
Better be called like the Big Racket Store or something. You walk in there.
I've been all over that mall. I've done a lot of walking in that mall. Mall walking for for the elderly, brother. That's all.
Picture you eating lunch at Rainforest Cafe by yourself.
Yeah. By the way, if I'm doing that, man, call the police. That's not good. Joe's hanging out with a bunch of little kids with their mom in here. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Because I take my grandkids.
You take them to Rainforest Cafe?
I'm taking my grandkids there. I go, hey,
kids
come
love
on.
it, yeah.
Well, first they're a little scared, that first time that everything's moving.
The animals jumping out of the ceiling,
animals
and stuff,
jumping out and stuff. But they think that food's great.
I haven't been to the one in Sawgrass. I've been to the one in Disney. I know it's pretty elaborate, the one they have there in Disney.
It's a nice one. Plus, they got toys, so the grandkids go.
A little shop at the
front when
yeah.
you come out. Can we get some? Can we get some? And then they know that there's also candy around the corner there. Yeah, they get
you every which way.
Oh, they go, hey man, we're not with you a lot there, pops. What are we doing, man? What are we doing here? Let's get rolling.
Big Mike wants to know if you want security when you walk.
No, tell Big Mike I love him. See Big Mike, but no, I'm good. I got to tell you, yeah, I'm good. If there's no way this guy would show up. There's no way this guy would. By the way, I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not going, Woody. There's no reason. Hey, it's been rough out there in recent months, man. There's been stuff that's never happened before. We're in a different world. I get it too. And one guy wanted me to help him find a job that I didn't know.
Really?
Well, you saw it downstairs.
Did I see it?
Tried to get up here in the building. They stopped him.
I don't remember this happened, really?
Waiting for me at the tennis courts. And they asked him to leave.
What kind of job did he want? Like here?
Yeah.
Give him Len's phone number.
Yeah. Then he goes, I'm getting ready to retire, brother. Don't throw that on me, my man.
Yeah.
Don't put that on me. I'm not doing that. No way. Hey, we got Brian Geltzeiler going to join us here at XM NBA Radio. Going to join us.
You gotta keep it clean the rest of the way, all right? No more enemies.
Yeah. Hey, man. Somebody took something I said earlier, took it the wrong way.
You want to just maybe apologize. You'd be a bigger man here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm done with you. So can I say that?
Oh, you're not.
I'm done. Way too sensitive, man. Too sensitive. Probably pop up again. That's his makeup. I can't. There's nothing I can do. Hey, what I can do is talk to Brian Geltzeiler coming up here in just a minute. We'll have more from him and talk a little bit about all the NBA news going on. We'll have that for you here on this rainy day here in South Florida. But I do want to tell you about Chapman Partnership for just a second, man. What a great organization, helping the homeless. 2 great facilities, unbelievable facilities. Matter of fact, for people that want to get involved in a charity, if I could, I'd take everybody down personally to Chapman Partnership so they could see the work they do, providing so much more than housing and a warm meal, so much more. They're changing lives daily, so much, like caring, support, and all these wraparound services and programs they have set up for family. About half the members that stay at Chapman Partnership of the homeless are families. But the goal, and the goal that we don't talk about is enough, 3 to 4 months of rehabilitation, helping you get back on your feet. We have doctors come in to help you, mental health doctors, all kinds of doctors and dentists to get you in checkups and everything else. We got babysitting services. So when you finally get rolling again, help you find a job, help you find a place to live. They do it all at Chapman Partnership. It's just been amazing what they put together, and so many great stories of people going from homeless to normal lives again. It's just really cool, make you feel great. If you're not aware of it, love to see you, but we need your help. Got more and more homeless people staying there. And again, people like Bam Adebayo, I talk so much about what he and the Heat have done for Chapman Partnership. Any level of support is just so impactful with all the services and programs they've set up. Hey, the job is never over, and they're doing great work, but we need your help. Let's help support families and individuals overcoming homelessness at Chapman here in 2026. Go online to chapmanpartnership.org. Thank you.
specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
Heavy rain affecting your commute this morning. Traveling in Miami-Dade. The traffic report is brought to you by the casino at Dania Beach. Flooding on the roadways to 95 Express southbound right before you approach Northwest 79th Street. Be careful as you approach. Also dealing with an accident along the Dolphin Expressway westbound from Northwest 27th Avenue to before Northwest 57th Avenue, blocking 2 center lanes, and some road debris to watch out for. This is along the Palmetto northbound at Okeechobee Road, blocking 2 center lanes. That's traffic. I'm Malia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Everyday staples, now at lower prices. Always top quality. Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market.
Wild Fork Meat and Seafood is now open in Homestead. Come celebrate this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at 2933 Northeast 8th Street. Score great deals on everyday price-to-be-low meat, seafood, pantry items, desserts, and more. Don't miss the giveaways and weekend fun at Wild Fork Foods.
It is time to head back out to the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
All right, Woody, thank you so much. Brian Geltzeiler, always nice enough to join us. Sirius XM NBA Radio. Geltzy, how you doing, man?
I'm great, Joe. My pleasure to be with you today. How are you, my man?
Hey, man, I'm enjoying it. I was thinking about you watching this Oklahoma City San Antonio series. I think it's been great. The adjustments, the bench, there's been so many great stories. I think San Antonio's got a great shot tonight to get this thing to a Game 7. How do you feel about it?
I do, too. Listen, I think one of the big swing effects in this series has been the officiating and how Oklahoma City's officiated, specifically how Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's officiated. But I think they're kind of, with some of this stuff, Joe, there can be a tipping point. I mean, what you're seeing out of Oklahoma City, especially when you get the one-day break in between games and go back and watch stuff, the volume of flopping, the falling to the floor on every touch, and it worked to their advantage in Game 5. But the thing is, those officials, Tony Brothers and that crew, Oklahoma City embarrassed them a little bit in terms of just how much nonsense they fell for. Well, that affects the next officiating crew because if you're the next officiating crew going in, you don't want to have to take that kind of heat and have Oklahoma City make you look silly. And if you're OKC, you're going to go back to the same stuff that you've been doing, and you're going to continue it until they stop calling it. But I do think you're going to see, San Antonio is going to be able to, I don't know about get away with more physicality, but I don't think OKC is going to get the volume of touch fouls they got in Game 5. And then the other thing that I think is very important for San Antonio is the officiating on the other side, where Isaiah Hartenstein, and I think he's done a fantastic job. This is not a criticism of the player at all. He has been the second most important player to the Thunder in this series behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's beating the crap out of Victor Wembanyama. He really is. And a lot of it is off-ball stuff. And I actually think for San Antonio, one of the ways they can solve two problems is everybody keeps saying, get it to Wemby deeper in the paint. I just think you have to get it to Wemby more. And I would actually use Wemby as a pick and roll initiator and some inverted pick and rolls with the ball in his hands and make Hartenstein have to guard him on the perimeter. When the ball's in Wemby's hands, Hartenstein's added physicality is going to be right there for everybody to see. Going to be harder for the referees to not call that stuff. And sometimes it's easier to let things go off the ball. When it's on the ball, it's harder. If I'm San Antonio, I want to highlight that because here's the other thing. I need to get Hartenstein off the floor and away from Wembanyama. He's done such a good job of being physical. He's worn Wembanyama down. You're seeing some signs of fatigue from him. He definitely, Brian Scalabrine at our channel at NBA Radio refers to he's walking in mud. That's how he looks, and he looks tired, and part of it is Hartenstein wearing on him. So, again, using him as a little bit more of an offensive initiator, maybe get Hartenstein in foul trouble, get him off Wemby. He's been kind of that Wemby kryptonite for OKC, and he's probably the outside of SGA getting to the free throw line, he's the biggest reason OKC's up 3-2 in this series.
Kelsey, it just seems like we've talked. I know the flopping thing's taken over yesterday and today again already this morning. Don't we always seem to talk about that, especially with stars and the flopping?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Late in the season, and Ryan McDonough from our channel, from NBA Radio, the former GM of the Phoenix Suns, made this he made this statement, and I thought it was a very relevant statement. Two biggest problems the league had March and April were flopping and tanking. Tanking's gone now. Tanking is those bad teams aren't playing anymore. The flopping thing's taking front and center, Joe. And yes, we do talk about it a lot. Right now, Oklahoma City has taken it to an extreme, to an art form. And Joe, let me go on the record and say this. I have always gotten criticized in NBA media circles because I'm a pro flopping guy. I feel like it's gamesmanship. If you can get away with it, you get away with it. Except now it's dominating. Now it's become a style of play. And I'm not blaming the Thunder as much as I'm blaming the officiating. And I do think there's got to be an emphasis on not falling for that stuff. I mean, every time SGA shoots the basketball, he somehow in some form ends up on the ground.
Yes.
And he's getting occasional calls on that stuff. Listen, he's getting fouled sometimes. There's no doubt. But where I think the pendulum can swing back and hurt him is now they may be hesitant to call as much on him. And you know, we talk about superstar calls. When you take gross advantage of that with officials and make them look stupid, they can go the other way on you. They're human beings. And I think you're going to see that pendulum shift back where all this flopping may work against the Thunder tonight.
All right, we're getting ready to run into June. The draft's right around the corner, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, there's a lot of folks down here really hoping this deal gets done with the Miami Heat. How do you feel about it? I've asked you a few weeks ago about this. You feel any better or worse about Giannis ending up as a member of the Miami Heat?
So I feel a little worse about it, and I'll tell you why. One team that we weren't sure was going to enter the sweepstakes and certainly didn't want to be in the sweepstakes in the trade deadline is the Houston Rockets, who just flamed out in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And one of the things that got exposed to them is that maybe Alperen Şengün's not necessarily a go-to guy. And, you know, it's funny, Daryl Morey for the Sixers used the term selling high when he traded Jared McCain, which is obviously having that thrown back in its face a lot.
Ooh.
I do think there's something with the Rockets here in selling high on Şengün. And I think Şengün's the kind of player that would really, really garner the Milwaukee's attention in terms of having a lead piece in a deal, and Houston's got a lot of draft capital to throw in there. And that's the thing. If Houston wants him, Miami can't get him. And so do I know Houston wants him? I'm not sure, and the price may be prohibitive for them at a certain point in time. Here's what I do know. The Heat are going to be in the mix. And the Heat will up the ante to the extent that they can. They will give whatever they can do short of Bam Adebayo to bring this guy in. But I will also say this to Heat fans. It's not Giannis or bust this summer. I think you're going to see other star players get dealt. I think Jaylen Brown very well may be in play. I think the Celtics are going to listen. He's kind of made it clear he's ready for his own team. There's other guys out there. I wouldn't be surprised. Donovan Mitchell, just because Donovan Mitchell wanted Kenny Atkinson to stay, and make no mistake about it, Joe, Kenny Atkinson's not staying there if Donovan Mitchell doesn't want him. Doesn't necessarily mean Donovan Mitchell's going to sign a contract extension. And if he doesn't, he's going to be a guy that's on the open market available. Listen, I will tell you, if San Antonio loses in this series, it would not shock me if De'Aaron Fox is available. And there's a very interesting trade match with the Heat and the Spurs involving Fox and a Tyler Hero package who would fit very well in San Antonio. So here's my point to the Heat fans out there. Yes, you're going to be front row on this Giannis thing, and your front office will do everything they can to get him, but it's not Giannis or bust. I think it's going to be a very, very active offseason.
Gelsey, so you think no matter what, I mean, they can't come back. We've been saying this. The Heat will not come back with the same team of all those number one picks, and they're going to develop into another year, and we're going to be right there. They got to make a move, don't they, with somebody?
I think it's likely. I don't think it's very likely they come back with the same group. I mean, you know me, Joe. I never say never in these situations because if you hit a wall everywhere you turn and the volume of player that you thought was going to be available is not going to be available, you can absolutely get stuck. But I think the important thing to realize with Miami, as much as they have these good young players and these first-round picks and all of that, they're on Bam Adebayo's timeline. And Bam Adebayo is a 29-year-old player. They want to be good right now to be able to maximize what they have with his prime right here. So I think the Heat are going to be extremely aggressive this summer. But again, you can only be as aggressive as the market dictates.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a very interesting summer to see how teams treat first-round picks with these new lottery rules. Now, listen, for the star players, the unprotected picks are still going to be unprotected picks. But how many other picks get moved that are going to have protections, and how do teams handle protections when you have a lottery system that's about to be turned upside down with this 3-2-1 system and with uncertainty of picks being that much deeper? That's going to be a big, big question, and that's going to affect some of the picks that Miami has to pony up to be able to put in a deal for a star player.
Kelsey, you sound like you think Tatum and Brown relationship is over, huh?
I don't think it's about Tatum and Brown's relationship. I really don't. I think it's more about the organization's relationship with Tatum and Brown. I think that Jaylen Brown wants to feel more that it's a partnership, and I think this organization has leaned into the fact that Jason Tatum is the pearl of the organization. And I think Jaylen Brown, with what he's accomplished, being a finals MVP, now this year he ends up being a second-team All-NBA guy and an MVP candidate and led this team, pretty much on its own to a number 2 seed. I think all those things Brown feels like he should kind of have some more agency in this whole operation than what he has. And I think Jaylen Brown's a little bit of a sensitive guy. He's a highly intelligent guy. I think all of this, he kind of feels like, listen, I'm no matter what I do, I'm under Jason Tatum's shadow. Here's a good comparison where Jaylen Brown is right now. It's kind of like Kevin Durant at the end of the Warriors tenure, where I just don't feel appreciated for what I've done. And that was never about him leading Steph Curry. I don't think this is about him leading Jason Tatum. I don't think there's a rub between those guys at all.
Wow.
Those guys, listen, if there was a rub between them, Jaylen Brown never would have rolled out the red carpet for Tatum in the way that he did when he came back. Those guys work well together on the floor. Those guys have a very productive and functioning relationship, which means if the Celtics decided to bring it back, it's not like it wouldn't work. But I think Brown, after all these years, if he does want out, I think with his trade value is never going to be higher. I think Boston will accommodate him. But I think I don't know we can read into the Tatum-Brown relationship as much as we could read into the fact that I just think that Jaylen Brown feels a little offended that he thinks Celtics brass and ownership genuflect to Jason Tatum that they don't in a way to him.
Hey, Geltz, it's going to be really wild to watch. When would the Giannis deal most likely, in your opinion, happen? What would it happen before the draft? When do you see it if it was to happen? When would it take place?
I think it'll be consummated draft week. And the reason I say that is this, because it'll give the Bucks the maximum amount of leverage. Because when you do a trade draft week, Joe, you can either do it for the current NBA fiscal year, which expires on July 1st, or you can make the agreement on next year's terms after July 1st when you hit a new business year. So what happens is that when you hit July 1st, there's teams that are going to have picks open up, like the Heat. They'll have another tradable pick once you hit July 1st. So that way they can almost, kind of have teams bid this year's stuff versus next year's stuff where there's the maximum amount of assets available for teams to bid. So I don't think they wait on it. I think they do it sooner rather than later. I know for a fact they're in conversations right now just trying to figure out what the market's going to look like, who's going to pony up with what, and who else we can invite in. Listen, I didn't love the fact that the Bucks didn't trade him last summer. I didn't love the fact they didn't trade him at the deadline. But to be fair, their plan for not trading him at the deadline has actually been able to come to fruition here because they're going to get an extra team or two that may not have entered these sweepstakes that's going to enter. And it's something that Stephen A. Smith keeps going at, that my partner on NBA Radio, Sam Mitchell, keeps going to, is that if OKC loses this series, and granted, they're up 3-2 right now, if OKC loses this series, that you wouldn't rule out OKC being a Giannis shooter. Now, again, I think that's a remote possibility, but as this series has gotten tougher against San Antonio, that's become a gathering media storm, and it's something that's worth watching. One important thing to note, Joe, I think if San Antonio wins or loses a series, I don't think they're a Giannis team, no matter what happens here. I think if they lose this series, they generally will stay the course, and the most you'll see is some kind of Fox deal to reconfigure themselves financially, because I just don't know that you need to pay De'Aaron Fox $60 million a year when you have Harper and Castle, and you're going to have to extend both of them.
Yeah. Kelsey, great stuff today. Really appreciate it. Enjoy Game 6 tonight, and thank you so much, bud.
I certainly will. JoJo, I was shocked. All those transplanted New Yorkers down in South Florida, and not one Knicks question, my man, huh?
You know what? I was going to do it to you. I was going to do it. It's been a great story, though. Real quickly, I'm a Brunson. I think Brunson's as clutch a player as we have in the NBA right now. Unbelievable, but they got them all playing well.
They really do. And really, the guy, Brunson's been terrific. Crediting Karl Towns with them running the offense through him, and all of a sudden everybody's seeing the ball in a way that makes everybody happy. This is the way I've been putting it, Joe. They hit the sweet spot between discipline and unselfishness. When they find a weak spot on the other team's defense, they exploit it. They go to it till you stop it. And if you don't stop it, they beat you by 30. And that's a very, very good characteristic going into the NBA Finals. I don't care who they play.
They got it together. They really do. Got everybody playing well. Kelsey, thank you. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Joe. Talk to you soon, pal.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you. Brian Geltzeiler, Sirius XM NBA Radio, joining us this morning. Oh, man, here we go. Oh, gosh, Game 6 tonight. Can't wait. And the Knicks are waiting to see what's going to happen, see if they can't win a championship, huh? All right, hey, we got to talk about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. No, not a quarterback, not a point guard. I'm talking about a guy that's got 30 years of experience of getting you approved and getting you a mortgage and helping you right now get that second mortgage you want. Maybe it's a reverse mortgage, debt consolidation, whatever it is you need. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage can do it quickly for you. The man, first of all, by working 7 days a week, gets the process started, finishes, gets you done, gets you ready to go in half the time. Hey, first-time home buyers, very little money down and low rates going on right now with Michael Kotze. Always going to get the best rates. Hey, self-employed, been declined by the banks. Don't worry. Michael Kotze's got a program for you. And the reverse mortgage, more popular than ever. If you and your spouse are 62 or older, sitting there in a home you paid off a long time ago, you got all that equity, could use that money right now and pay some bills off and maybe take a nice vacation as you get older, hey, reverse mortgages more popular than ever here in South Florida. Debt consolidation in general. You need the cash, whether it's HOA costs, going up or insurance rising, it doesn't matter, man. Whatever it is that's going on in your life, you need money and you're upside down and need some help with that second mortgage. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. This is what he does, man. He works 7 days a week. You can call or text him. Always get a hold of him. 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. Go to Google reviews on the web. Choice Mortgage Reviews. People like Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage.
3-2. Tip-off from San Antonio is at 8:30. And in the NHL, Carolina shut out Montreal 4-0 to take a 3-1 series lead. Game 5 is tomorrow. Time for weather. Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. If you have windows, Joe, you can pretty much tell what the weather is about today. It's rainy.
Yeah, this is first
It's going
time
to continue to rain.
First time I've seen it like this, but we know it's coming,
and it will rain some more. So that's the
we
weather
got
today.
summer rains. That if you live down here, you're aware of the fact that it looks perfect in the morning. You're all excited, only to find out sometime after lunch, the old thunderstorms come in, and then rain. I think we need some rain too, anyway. To be honest, been a little dry out there. I hear the Everglades a little dry. The snakes and alligators need a little more.
Do they like water?
I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, Joe, we had a chance for you to win sold-out VIP tickets to Drew Estates Florida Barn Smoker this November. Throughout the day, you'll enjoy premium and VIP cigars, curated food and beverage experiences, food trucks, drinks, and more. To enter, text the word Barn Smoker to 20357. That is Barn Smoker to 20357. You must be 21 and up to enter and attend. You need an ID at registration. We also have those tickets to give away whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
Do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get ready to go. So,
all right. So we have a pair of tickets that we're going to be giving away here to see Sebastian Maniscalco at Hard Rock Live. You will also get a Stoner's Pizza as well.
Right. Get the combo.
So you get all that. We'll go caller number 5, 305-567-0560. He's going to be at the Hard Rock Live in November.
Give you a lot of time to get ready to go and set it aside.
Yeah, he's very popular right now. I think he's doing a Vegas residency or something now, but
okay,
very popular.
That's great.
One of my personal favorites, Joe. So that's all that matters.
Yeah. For whatever that's worth, that people think of, your taste. But hey, man,
obviously good.
I got to tell you, Hard Rock's had some great stuff going on with across the board. A lot of entertainment out there, and hopefully you're lucky if you're going in there to do a little gambling. Restaurants are fantastic out there at Hard Rock. Sound like I'm doing a spot there.
Yeah, you are.
But it is good. We love going there. We do love going there. Friday and Saturday, whew, I mean, that place is...
Yeah, I'm going to go over there tomorrow.
It's fun. It is. Hey, by the way, I want to thank Gelty for joining us and talking. How about that, though? Do you think that was interesting, talking about all the different guys? Donovan Mitchell, right? Threw him in there. If for some reason the Giannis deal doesn't happen, I still like to see it, be honest, but Donovan Mitchell, I don't see them.
He made it pretty clear he likes it in Cleveland, though.
How about De'Aaron Fox? That do anything for you?
Well, I don't see him leaving where he's at either, but I mean, do you?
He used to, and I know he's banged up. Okay, I've been watching these games. Didn't he pull a hamstring a little bit? He'd been playing with the bad hammy, if I'm not mistaken here a little bit. But those other young guys they have are some really good players. Listen, they got a good team, and I'd want him back because he is. I've watched him in Sacramento for years, and he's a clutch shooter. He hit some big shots there. Just, I don't know. We want Giannis. If that deal can get done, that'd be a great way to start. Anyway, Woody, I'm gonna let you. Woody's gonna get the winner for us here real quickly. We're all over the board, and we got a lot going on, and got Game 6 tonight. Marlins, by the way, oh my God, they had 11 hits. And if you watch the game, and it was earlier yesterday afternoon, but I watched the last 3 or 4 innings, and I must have caught the most frustrating part of that game. While I was watching, not 1, not 2, but 3 guys were thrown out on the bases. Yuri Perez got off to a great start, 4 innings, strikes out 9, and then has a hamstring cramp. So he's he was in some serious cramping. He was hurting. So they take him off. And then on a night that Otto Lopez has 4 hits, Xavier Edwards has 3 hits. They had 7 of the 11 hits, and they lose that game 2-1. And you talk about getting teams with runners on first and third, 1 out, runners on first and second, no outs, and could not score that run. Could not get it in. Had runners on first and third. Guy strikes out, throws it to second. Runner gets caught in between, and they tag him out, and guy at third doesn't take off and run, so he doesn't get home in time. so you don't get a run. It's just a real frustrating loss for the Marlins as they'll get ready. Got the day off today and then get ready to play the Mets tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and hopefully have more of the success like they did not too long ago where they swept the Mets in that series. So anyway, we got that. Woody, we got a winner?
We do. Richard from Pembroke Pines got the tickets.
Richard?
We'll have more tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Good. We'll have more.
He was very excited.
Good.
Good price.
Good stuff. Woody, you've seen them all, man. That's good. That's good stuff. Hey, we got all that, and on top of it, we have OTAs yesterday, last 2 days actually, and media were allowed to go out there yesterday, and so we heard and watched a little bit. There was a lot of work. Hey, man, there is a lot of work. It was a passing practice. It was funny. I was sitting there, and usually you have different drills and stuff, and you can't do a whole lot. You can't get, because of the rules and the agreement between the players and the owners. But it was team stuff was all passing, so they didn't run the ball, and so the passing game was a little bit rough yesterday. But hey, man, again, there's a lot of work to be done. There is a lot of work to be done putting in this offense. Going to have to be patient. As we said earlier this morning, we're going to have Omar join us coming up here in this 9 o'clock hour. We'll talk to Omar about it. And he has an article talking about the offense and concerned about some things on this team after a couple of OTA practices. And, Bo, I was with Bo yesterday. He's on his way down to the Keys with Sweet Mary, going down there for a few days. But, a lot of this is going to come down to coaching too, man, putting in a system. We'll learn a lot about the coaching staff as we have to coach these guys up, and those coaches are going to earn their money as leaders as well as coaches with all these young guys. I've never seen anything like that. Just being out there, so much of it is about this year's draft and last year's draft. That's the core of your players. It really is. That's the core. I know we got a lot of free agents that we signed, and we got a lot of rookie free agents that are out there that are going to be invited to the 90-man, and probably a couple of them will make the roster to 53 when it's all said and done. But, yeah, a lot. It's going to be a young team. Well, we're talking about Chop going into year 3, and he's still a young player. So this whole thing should be interesting on how quickly Malik Willis can get some timing and figure out which guys he can throw to and trust and put the offense in, and obviously the running game. And I got to tell you, man, Austin Jackson is a big piece of this. And in a perfect world, Austin Jackson is your right tackle, healthy right tackle who can play all year, I hope. And right now he's coming off an injury from last year, and it still hasn't healed. And if it is the toe, I've had 2 toe operations and a lot of shots to it so I could play. And they take forever to heal, man. They take a long, long time to heal. Now, I don't know. I know today's doctors are a lot better than the doctors in the 80s with we no longer have one doctor take care of the whole body like we used to. They got specialists, and they're really good. But I hope he can come back, man, and be ready to go and healthy and everything else. Hey, by the way, before we go to break, make it a weekend at Lone Depot Park when the Marlins take on the Rays during the Citrus Series, June 5th, 6th, and 7th. You've gotten, by the way, Tampa Bay's got a hell of a team. You get $1 hot dogs presented by Salins. Also, 90s night presented by Coors Light, SpongeBob Day, Pride at the Park, and more deals going on. Plus, special ticket packages include exclusive merchandise. Don't miss it. You get your tickets now at marlins.com/tickets. Don't miss the Marlins and Diamondbacks after that series, and you can score great deals at the ballpark. This is my favorite. They got the 4 for $44 presented by Pepsi. You get 4 tickets with hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks, all for just $44, or choose 2 for $25 and get 2 tickets and 2 12-ounce canned beers for just $25. They got some great deals going on. Get your tickets now, marlins.com/tickets.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite.
Apps.
Time for your stock market report brought to you by Anna John Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Market opens in a few minutes from now. Dow futures down 85 points. NASDAQ futures are flat, as are the S&P futures. Best of luck to all players there, Joe.
Woody, we got a hell of a story going on in sports over at the French Open right now. So Alcaraz is out with a wrist injury. Going to be out for a while, actually. Won't be playing in Wimbledon either. So Sinner is clearly the number one player and just dominating. He won here. He's just killing it. So he wins the first two sets of the best of 5 sets. The heat finally gets to him. It's really hot over there. So he takes a long break, comes back, and loses the next 2 sets and is now down in the 5th set of the match that's going on right now. This would be, I mean, we were sitting there talking about, like, this guy is how easy it's going to be for him to get, go right through this tournament and everything else. And nobody thought about the heat. And it's kind of weird. Like, these guys know it's going to be hot. You train for it. I don't know if it's the flu or something, but he's now down in the 5th set, 2-0 in this thing. It's just huge. And you know who it leads to having the best chance to win? Djokovic. The Joker could get another major. So, yeah, man.
If Joker was going to play in the final, would you fly out for it?
Well, dude, why do you do that?
No.
What?
See history?
I'll wait for the Miami Open. Oh, he doesn't play in the Miami Open. He never plays. He plays out in plays out on the West Coast, and he was hurt this year. It was legit, Woody. It was legit.
All right.
He hasn't played a lot, though. He's getting older, man. Guy's almost 39 years old. Pretty cool story, though. The guy does win another one. He's already the greatest player of all time. He's got the most majors, which
get this guy Sinner like a Gatorade sponsor or something.
He'd need
he take the heat out there.
He better hurry because he's down 2-0 and he just not
melting
moving.
down, huh?
Oh no, he's hurting. And this guy's just gonna keep hitting him, going, nope, hit another shot, man. Keep moving. Now he went the drop and he's trying everything and got a point there. Anyway, start doing play-by-play here while we're on the air. A lot of stuff to get to, and should be fun night tonight if you like basketball. Oklahoma City is at San Antonio tonight for this game, and the flopping stuff is just added so much. So, and I agree, usually everybody complains. There's a reason that coaches and fans and media, and I'm sure the commissioner, because he was asked about it yesterday, the flopping of OKC and all the calls you're getting, especially SGA. And so usually doesn't that change? We do see a change. We do see the next game because now you're playing at San Antonio.
It's terrible that this is the storyline, though.
But this always happens. This
really
kind of
bad
stuff.
Storyline. Like, it's not soccer. I mean, this is a bad storyline to have.
Woody, this is not the first time this popped up.
I know, of course it's not. But
how many
you're
times
this late in the playoffs and we're talking about the best player left flopping?
How many times have we heard a coach after take the big fine and go, I'm just looking at the stat sheet. You tell me how they shot 30 free throws and we were aggressive and we shot 10. Explain that to me. Officiating is just not I mean, you go all in, right? You get the maximum fine. And then I think it works. Next game, right? You're aware of it. The officials get ready for the next game. But the flopping thing is, it's not going away, man. The flopping's not going away. It's just too bad that we have these things. It's just, I don't know, man.
It's not a good storyline.
But LeBron, we've heard LeBron accused of getting all the calls, right?
Yeah, the best way to deal with it.
Luka, by the way, is a whiner. He wants every call.
Yeah,
he's falling down all over the place.
But the best way to deal with it is just to get your money's worth if you're going to foul someone.
On a league that's real sensitive about physical play.
What are they going to do? They're not going to suspend anyone. I think they've already proven that. I mean, Wemby, Daniel knocked the guy out cold.
Yeah, give you a flagrant.
With an elbow.
Give you a flagrant.
So they're not going to suspend you. So just, if you're going to foul someone, get your money's worth. You don't have to complain afterwards.
Well, I am really curious to see how this thing gets officiated tonight, number one. And does Wemby bounce back? I mean, Wemby needs to have a big game, doesn't he? I think you agree with that.
Well, they're not going to win if he doesn't.
No, I agree with that. He's going to have to be it can't just be 3 or 4 dunks at the basket. It's got to be he's got a sweet touch, man, for a big guy. I know we got some tech coming in about, hey, the guy needs to stop shooting threes. I'm like, I don't know about that. I think he needs to shoot them. That's a big part of the game. When they're good, when they're winning, he's making threes. It's a new game, man. The new game. The bigs are shooting threes too. Everybody's shooting a three. If you're open, hey, this thing the Heat's doing now, right? Get the ball down the court and look for an open three, as open as possible. Nobody, unless it's wide open for a dunk, man, everybody's, there's a guy too close to the basket defensively. Let me kick it out, and we'll go from there. Besides all that, we were talking about the Giannis, too, and Giannis Antetokounmpo and what might happen. I'm sure some teams going to be interested. Be a nice story, though, to get him here. It would be. I don't know what the backup plan is, and I agree. I'd be very surprised they come back with the same team. That'd be a little bit of a downer.
Why would you be surprised?
They come back with the same group?
Well, if they miss on Giannis.
Well, you got to find something else.
There's too many second options out there.
You got to find out if there's something out there that you can get. You run it back. You sell your fan base on that same group coming back. That same
selling
core.
your fan base. You might not have an option. It's not like they've done this by choice.
They don't want to
hear
about it.
One of those years they did it by choice. Like, we're going to run it back. We love this team. They finished strong at the end of the year. Last year and the year before, they've missed. Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard. They've missed on these
Terry
guys.
Rozier.
Who?
Terry Rozier.
Well, he came here. But they missed on him because he was gambling and not playing well, but allegedly.
No.
But if they miss on Giannis, I don't know if Giannis decides he wants to go somewhere else. I don't know what he's thinking.
So let me ask you, as a Heat fan, you're going to run this thing back?
I would not be in favor of that.
No.
If they miss on Giannis, I don't know what else. Like, you're not just going to do something.
So Pat and these guys have made all these great deals through the years. Like, right? You couldn't wait. Like, oh my God, what is he going to do next? I mean, you never thought you were going to get Shaq, and here comes LeBron, here comes Chris Bosh, and Timmy Hardaway, and Alonzo Mourning. If you're going way back, those aren't our draft picks, man. Anyway, we've got more stuff to get to here. Speaking of OTAs, and yesterday, and the media was out there. We were all out there yesterday. Omar Kelly is going to join us next. Stay with us.
WQAM broadcasting live.